Yo, yo, yo. What's good, family? My apologies. Had some trouble with StreamYard, man, but we back in the building. You know what I'm saying? Dub right side. Coming in tonight for the Sunday night cookout, man. Appreciate everybody who's coming through. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button, sub to the channel, man, and drop me a comment. Let me know you're in the building. Martin Nash, shout out to my brother Martin Nash stepping in tonight, showing up and showing out. Appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? D-Ray Promotions in the building. My brother D-Ray, salute to you, D-Ray. Con Shinery in the building, man. Salute to Con Shinery as well. Appreciate y'all coming in tonight. What you say? Dub in the club. Nah, man. I don't know what happened. StreamYard, usually when I pull it up on my laptop, you know what I'm saying? The or not my laptop, my computer, sorry. Usually when I pull it up, it takes me straight into my account and all that kind of good stuff. This time, I don't know what happened. My brother in the building, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Salute to you, Knockout. Hey, yeah, brother. I just got your message. Nah, I don't think he want no smoke, man. I don't think the brother want no smoke. So he ain't responded back to me either. So it is what it is. Salute to the queen in the building, Lisa Bells. Salute to you, queen. Appreciate you stopping through. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm about to drop the link in a second. Knockout. Give me 1 second. I got a few things. I'm gonna drop it, man. I don't even mind right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. We're gonna go on and get it kicked off, man. I'll get to my topics in a second. I'm gonna drop that right there. There it is. Links in the chat. Anybody who want to hop up here, you know what I'm saying, cook with me tonight, we'll definitely get it going, man. So first things first, man. Hell of a week of a fight. I mean, hell of fights this weekend, man. We had some good fights. You know what I'm saying? Some people showed up and showed out. Others didn't show up or show out. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that, the first person I was looking forward to seeing was Floyd Kid Austin Schofield. I thought he had a hell of a performance. You know what I'm saying? He looked a little anxious. He rushed himself a little, but overall, man, I'm excited about that young man. I watched him fight. You know what I'm saying? I watched him fight from the southpaw angle. I watched him fight from the orthodox stance, and knockout boxing in the building. Salute to you, knockout. What's up, bro?
What's up, man? I'm out here at the skate park with my daughter and shit. I was like, man, I finally got a little time while the homie live. You know, I had to pull up on you, man. See what's up.
Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. What you thought about Kid Austin this weekend, bro?
I was more impressed with him than I was in my film study that I had for him, bro. Like like all the film I watched on him, he was like lunging in and jumping in a lot. Looked like when they went over there to run the shields, Runner was able to fix a lot of that. So he looked fast, he looked strong, he looked sharp. He got that Ammo Williams issue though. Like when he got old dude hurt, I think his name was Guerrero. When he got him hurt, he just went in and tried to throw 1,000 punches. And I don't like that shit. You got to do what got the person hurt. So if you got him hurt because you were patient and you were placing your shots, well, now that he hurt, you got to continue to do that shit. So he put on a good performance. It was against a guy that lost 8 times in a row for it to be his first time on under Golden Boy, whatever. That's the type of opponent you expect him to give him to get his feet wet. And he did what he was supposed to do with him, but he does need to work on becoming a better finisher. And he got to work on his punches on the inside. If you notice, when he gets on the inside and he trying to let them hooks to the body go, he trying to focus on his speed and he not turning over those hooks. So he's slapping with his punches. So he can find a way to turn over and be more patient because he got natural power. And I think he'll be more effective. And then the last thing on him, all that muscle mass he carrying around, I'm really curious if he steps up in competition, how that gas tank gonna look when it's somebody they can push him. You know what I mean? But overall, man, he did what he's supposed to do. I ain't gonna be too harsh on him. Shit, he only 19, so he got a lot of room to grow.
Yeah, man, I agree with a lot of what you said there, especially the muscle mass. He a big kid, you know what I'm saying? To be 19 years old, really, he remind me kind of what's my brother's name up there at the one at 54.
You talking about the Olympic? You talking about Troy
Yeah,
Isley?
yeah, Troy Isley.
Yeah.
You remind me of Troy Isley as far as the body build goes. You know what I mean? And I wonder the same thing as those fights, as your fights become longer. You know what I'm saying? When you start getting those 10-round fights, those 12-round fights, does that muscle mass? You know what I'm saying? Does it affect you? Does it affect that gas tank? And a lot of times when we look at boxers, most of the time they're slender or more long, quick twitch muscles, not so much big muscles. You know what I mean? So I look forward to seeing what he got. You know what I'm saying? My brother D Ray in the building. What's up, D Ray? How you feeling today?
Omaha. What's up, bro?
Hey, old Peyton Manning in here, bro. Peyton Manning. That's what I'm gonna call you from now. Omaha, Omaha. But nah, man, how you feeling?
I'm blessed, bro. How
Did
y'all
you get a
do?
chance? Did you get a chance to check out Kid Austin?
Watch who?
Floyd Schofield, Kid Austin.
I did not.
Okay, okay.
So hey,
But
I'm gonna sit back and listen to y'all break it down. Go ahead.
D-Ray, what up, bro? How you doing, man?
KO, how you doing, bro?
Nah, man, I can't call it. I can't complain. You know
Hey,
what I'm
hey,
saying?
hey. So
Chilling.
what happened with that debate, man? I'm gonna have to be on the replay, fam, and check that out. Was
Which
it
one? We got a
competitive?
we got a we got a lot going on. You talking about me and Doug?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good ass debate. Doug right side run right here
Is
talking
this
about it
part
was
two?
biased. No. We ain't finna debate. He talking about it was biased or whatever. But to be
yeah, it
honest,
was, it
bro,
was, it was. You got to admit, it was some biasness
keeping
in
it
the chat.
keeping keeping it real, he won round two, and I won round one and three. But he won round two clearly, in my opinion. And I made sure I said it on my live chat. Like I ain't just call him and tell him behind the scenes. Like I'm saying it on his chat, and I said it after the debate when everybody was still in the building because I want people to really vote for for who made the better points and not who they might like or if they like Tank more than Devin. So I made sure to try to say that publicly and get that man his flowers because everybody was like, "Oh no, y'all go do this, do that." You know, I'm gonna talk my shit against whoever, but I told people, man, like this is gonna be close. That man know he know his boxing. I ain't taking him lightly. And had it been anybody else, I think he probably would have got him. Had it been any other person debating, he would have got him clear because he came with some shit, boy. He really did. So, right side of the beast, man. He a savage out there. That's why I rock with him, and he's such a man of integrity and a stand up guy. So it's only right that we did that shit, and I don't give a damn what happens. I don't care how much I grow or how much he grows. If he outgrow me one day, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna always support him because he was the first one to debate me on my platform. When a lot of people they don't really want to do that, and he more than held his own. Like a lot of dudes out here think they know they boxing, they fool for right side, bro. They really are. So shout out to him. But I feel like I
Appreciate
won
the
first and
kind
third.
words.
Yeah, I
And
feel like I won first and third, and he
and,
won the
and,
second. If I'm being honest, bro.
and D-Ray, I felt like the first round was pretty close in my opinion. I'll give it a knockout. You know what I'm saying? Once again, knockout is one of the more, or one of the more, well, how do I want to put it? He's a boxing savant. You feel me? Knockout is a boxing savant, and so for me to be able to share the platform, share the ring with him, it was a pleasure. But I did think that first round was much closer. You know what I'm saying? Than a lot of people thought it was. But hey, it was a pleasure to be on there, man. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
Bro,
So good.
I
Hey,
thought the second
it
round,
was no easy route.
bro, I thought the second round was like a wash in your favor, bro. Like I thought it was close, but bro, you can't really argue who wants to smoke between Devin and Taylor. I thought it was close until you said, well, shit, knockout even said. If everybody had, bro, when you did that shit, I'm like, man, this shit over with, man. I don't like, and I still had a rebuttal left. I'm like, man, like I could rebuttal every other point he made, but that's like one of them. That's like
I
one of
did.
them. I don't know if y'all watch battle rap, but that's when like Tay Rock was debating How Low to Done, and he was like, I pulled a razor out of my mouth. You get another cut and another
And
cut
another
and
cut,
another
and
cut.
another
He
cut.
said, looking like the seatbelt. He said it's like the seatbelt coming. I'm trying to buckle. He said like the
Yeah.
seatbelt stuck, and I'm trying to buckle up. I'm
Buckle
like,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, it was
It
crazy.
was one of them. It was one of them that you can't come back from, bro. And I couldn't come back from that one in the second round. But the third round, it was a very similar topic to the first round. So it
Yeah.
was easy since so many people voted for me in the first round. It was easy to bring back some of those same points from the first round and say, well, how can you say, ask the audience like, how can you vote that Tank got better boxing ability, but then not vote that he got a better fighting style?
Yeah.
It was a close ass debate though, bro. And I don't even want to call them debates no more. I want to call them battles because that's what it is when you in there with somebody that really know their shit. And then they got time to study and shit too, bro. We trying to change the game, me and right side, man. And when he grow, man, hopefully we can start having this shit on more platforms. And maybe I can't do it, and the time works better for them to do it at the time that he be live. Maybe we can switch it up and do it on those times, man. But we trying to we're trying to grow this movement and get as many people involved as possible, whether I like their opinions or not, bro. Like everybody welcome. So, you know.
Facts,
She was
facts.
fun, man. She was fun.
Man, let me shout out to my brother R West, man. R West in the building. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you coming through. We got Miss Knockout 86 TV in the chat. Salute to you, Queen. Appreciate you coming through, showing love. I got your husband up here, you know, so I appreciate you stopping through tonight, man.
Yeah, she in the car. She in the car over there. She
yeah.
in the car with my son. I'm out here with my daughter, man. She on this skate park, man, doing her thing. So had a little bit of time, and your boy got back to me too just now. So hopefully we can set that up. You know what I'm talking about. And R West know what I'm talking about too. So
Okay.
he just got back to me. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll
Man.
see if he really want it.
ETB in the building. Everything boxing. Salute to you, Keith. Appreciate you stopping through tonight, man.
Hey,
And
what up?
y'all make sure y'all go sub the channel. You know what I'm saying? Definitely go sub the Knockout as well. And all the good brothers in just doing this work out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all of y'all. But yeah, D-Ray, man, we were talking, but going back to Kid Austin, man, the brother can fight. He definitely can fight. I think he's gonna be a problem for a lot of individuals as he comes up in the ranks. And I think because this was his first time fighting under Golden Boy, you know what I'm saying, on TV, a large card, you know what I mean. This was his largest card he's been a part of so far. I think he had a little nerves there. He was a little anxious, but he put on a good display of his skills. I look for, like you said, Knockout. I just want to see him continue to progress. I think now that he's working with Ronnie Shields, I'm not sure how long he's been. I didn't know he was working with Ronnie until earlier this past weekend or earlier this past week.
This was his first fight with him, bro.
So okay, so yeah, I thought that, hey, Ronnie Shields, that's a real stable person for you to be coming up under, and we didn't see what Ronnie has done with a lot of these other fighters. So I think it's a match made in heaven for him right now, and it'll give him that opportunity to grow. Salute to
I ain't gonna
in the building. Salute to you, Queen. Appreciate you stopping through tonight.
I ain't gonna disagree with that, and I said something on my live that I want to take back and correct because I didn't know he was working with Ronnie. I was talking about his father, and I criticized him a little bit, saying, "Man, everybody dad ain't supposed to be a trainer because this kid got a lot of flaws but a lot of talent, and he can definitely grow and get better." And so to see his dad being willing, kind of like Bill Haney, to allow someone else in the camp, you know, understand that he don't know everything and allow Ronnie Shields to come work with his son, it just shows that he really wants the best for his son. And it's not about his ego. So, man, shout out to his pops, bro, for allowing Ronnie in there because he didn't have to do that. I'm sure Schofield wouldn't mind just being trained by his dad, but he wanted what's best for his son. And he let Ronnie in the gym and Ronnie done definitely, because if you go watch Schofield last 2 or 3 fights like I did, the ones that are on YouTube, you'll see a totally different fighter, man. You'll see so much improvement from now that he working with Ronnie, man. It's kind of crazy. So, you know, shout out to his pops too, man.
You know, I was a big fan of him. I've been a fan of him for a while just because, you know, you hear the stories. We all hear those stories of what's happening in the ring, you know, what's going on in sparring, those type of things. And, you know, hey, he's been with some big names sparring-wise, and I done heard nothing but positive things come from him, you know what I'm saying? So I look forward to seeing this kid, man. I think he, once again, with the Abdullah Masons of the world, the Ryu Valenzuela's, man, that the talent pool down in that division, man, is crazy. It's a crazy talent pool down there, man. Real quick, shout out to my brother Carl, the Crocodile Hansen in the building. Salute to you, Carl. Appreciate you coming through, man. Shout out to my brother Teach in the building. Teach, what's going on, bro? So yeah, I think that the talent pool down there at that 35 division is absolutely insane. You know what I mean? So once these belts go up for grabs, man, I look to see who's gonna be making those moves to get in to be in position to grab one at 35, man. And I think it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for a lot of individuals to grab a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the talent there. Once again, man, shout out to the Queen Kui in the building. Salute to you, Kui.
Hey, bro, I want to say I don't know about the talent, and I just want to say because when you got an undisputed champion, if you're not trying to fight him, bro, how much talent you really got? You know what I'm saying?
Devin ain't gonna be there when all them guys come up, though.
Yeah, but
Devin,
I mean,
Devin probably got like 2-3 fights left at 135, and he ain't fighting none of the guys, none of the prospects we talking about.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, Knockout, like, okay, if you got any guy at that weight that you think is the next guy, ain't you calling him out though? Ain't you at least saying, hey, put his name in put his name in your mouth? Maybe he'll say something and we'll get a fight. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, some people are fans of that shit, bro. I'm not fans of that shit when you know the fight can't happen. That's clout chasing to me, bro. I ain't never a fan. Like, you
Man,
got
you
two
talk
fights.
about that.
You got two fights.
Now
So
we
like
want to worry about clout chasing.
Nah, bro, if you Abdullah Mason, right? You got two fights. Why the hell you gonna call out Devin Haney when you know that fight?
Okay, and I can understand that.
You know what I mean? Like I don't like it, but you know whoever do it, and if he want to do it, then he can do it. And Smoke, I see you in the building. I might have somebody for you. Somebody just responded. I'm waiting to see what their schedule looking like. So I'll let you know, Smoke, in the same comments, man.
Well, man, look, Knockout been doing a hell of a job matchmaking, man. We got to get him a job as a matchmaker because he putting the battles together, bro. He putting them together. He working to find the right individuals who know something about the sport of boxing to bring together the debate. So, hey,
I'm
man,
calling out Carl the Crocodile Hunter.
Smoke, what up, man?
Man, what's up? What's up with the 82 divided by 4 divided by 3 to carry the 6 on the panel? What's up, guys? What's going down? How you guys?
I don't know if you heard me, but somebody responded to me on the Keith Thurman topic. I'm just trying to get his schedule and shit, and then hopefully I can lock you in, bro.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Somebody really thinks that, huh? Okay.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but can you they hit me back, but they want to do they want to say that Keith Thurman his run at 47 is more is way more what's the word, impressive than what Earl Spence is doing or what Terrence Crawford is doing. So that's the argument he wants to make.
I mean, more impressive to whom and what kind, though, man? That's like, I don't know, bro. That's an argument. This dude's opinion on shit. I don't know.
Yeah, no. But I'll come up with rounds that where y'all have to be talking facts.
Yeah, okay.
I'll figure out some rounds to where you know what I'm saying.
We can figure that out. But
put your email in the private chat, bro, so I don't have to just hit you up in the comments. Man.
Yeah, that's that. I will. And then
hold on,
go ahead.
Real quick. Let me shout out, man. A1 Hoops. I appreciate you stopping through, bro. Much love to you. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Y'all go check out
A1.
Yeah. So I just wanted to addressing. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just saying what up to the whole TWT family, man. A1, Quee, all y'all, man. Salute.
Thanks.
Yeah, so I hit the link not to talk about that particular debate, but that's cool. I'm looking a little bit less forward to it now because that's like, I don't know, whatever. It's kind of an interesting topic, but let's chop it up. But you were just saying how Bill Hayne is basically just fucking capping because he already has these fights signed, right? And I feel like there's some merit to what you're saying, right? I'm not saying that they're like it's totally groundless or anything, but it seems to completely absolve Tank of any agency and his own influence in the sport, and his teams also, which we know I think is like kind of like, you know, I think it's remarkable at least, right? Like if they want to make fights and threw their weight around, they could probably get fights. Like maybe the reason why we're getting these fights, like these rematch clauses, is because guys like Tank are keeping their hands in their pockets, or sitting on their hands, or keeping their mouth shut, or not throwing the weight around because they don't really want to get these fights.
Maybe, and he needs to throw his weight around. I don't disagree with that. Like that's my criticism of him. I just the whole Duck and Devin Haney thing. Like I don't know if you know, but Bob Abrams just came out and said again that he wants Devin Haney to fight Kambosos in October. He got Loma getting the tune up, and he said the fight that they're going to make at Top Rank next is going to be Devin Haney versus Loma, assuming Devin beats the shit out of Kambosos like we all expect him to do. So when I see a fighter that already that his team is already saying he got 2 fights, so basically he tied up for the end of this year. He's going to be tied up in the spring of next year. I can't say another fighter ducking him because his team ain't trying to make a fight when that other fighter's team is telling you what he's going to do. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Like Canelo, right? Like Canelo with the zone shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if Canelo is tied up, we knew he was fighting Bivol. We knew Triple G was coming next. So the pressure should be on these other guys like Charlo and Andrade to fight each other, or Benavidez and Plant need to fucking fight and shit like that. So That's my only point. But I agree, bro. When Haney free or when they ain't got nothing coming up, bro, I'm on Tank Hellman. But I can't be on Tank Hellman to fight fucking Devin Haney right now. But if you listen to the content, you'll know that I do want him to fight fucking Ryan Garcia. If you're not fighting Ryan Garcia, why the hell can't we get Gary Russell if he's healthy enough to fight? If you're not fighting Gary Russell or Ryan Garcia, what's wrong with a Michelle Rivera or Jose Valenzuela, who both under your promotional banner? So I want to see him fight the absolute best, but the people that are realistically available. That's my only point. But we were talking about Floyd Schofield though, and how good he looked. You know what I mean? But yeah, I feel what you're saying, Smoke. I ain't here to disagree with you, and that's why Right Side cooked me in that second round when he said knockout said Devin Haney. If everybody had his attitude, shit, we get every fight we want. That's why I couldn't really say shit.
Yeah. See, that's how he should have ended it with that instead of open with it. But that's he'll get better at making of delivery. I think that's really what it was. Because he had really great points throughout the entire debate. I didn't watch it. I got to it late because I didn't have a reminder for it. So anyway, I watched it on the playback. I thought it was very entertaining. I thought both you guys did a good job. But one was just a little bit more, had just a better, better delivery, a better performance. That's all. Not really like a better argument. I think, But anyway, it is what it is.
But you said you said you about to catch a body though.
Oh, I mean, with a guy saying Keith Thurman had the best record, is the best welterweight in the last 10 years, then yeah, that was easy. I didn't even give any fucking thoughts to that. I was like, I don't even know if he's like, I don't even know if it's like top.
He don't even know the opponent.
No, your homie gave me his email. I'm gonna hit him up and email him. He said he down, so I'm gonna try to get the scheduling together. I hate that because you know how he was talking this shit. I hate Smoke is the first one I got to give him to, but
hey,
only the strong survive in this arena, bro.
You heard the brother say he know what he's talking about. He said.
So I just want to go back to this idea, right? So I understand, right? So there's a couple things, right? And I understand that he's with Bob Arum, but the idea that Bob Arum now has the final say and nothing else can happen unless Bob says so. I'm not sure how close to the truth that is. Right? I mean, it still is a co-promotional deal. And I think Bob still would like to, he's still in the money-getting business. And I think that he would like to be in the Tank and Devin Haney money-getting business, especially if he doesn't have to spend any of his own money to make the fight happen. Right? I'm pretty sure he'd and that's what I'm saying. When it comes to, the specifically with Tank, I feel like if Tank was more proactive in this situation, then we would have a different outcome. And it's not just a function of, Bob wants this, so that's why we're not getting this other thing. Or I think there's something to be said for the reason why our reality looks the way it does is because Tank is not actually putting his thumb on the scale. And when he says he wants things and he doesn't seem to be doing what it takes to get those things he says he wants.
You might be right, bro. I think Bob wants control of that 135-pound division more so than a risky ass fight for one of his fighters where he could lose all the belts. Just my opinion, and he's moving that way. I think he wants Loma to look like the man and pound for pound number one more so than making money off of Tank and Devin. Just my opinion.
No, I agree with it. I agree with it. I don't disagree. I think I'd say the same thing, right? It's just I feel like there's a little bit more agency with what the Hades have going on. And I understand, right? I understand that this could all just be the way that they're playing the marketing, right? They're just playing the PR game where you keep your guy relevant and connected to the best and the hottest guys in there, right? I get it. They could be very well playing this. But in the idea that, if you're one of the face of boxing and one of the cash cows and all this stuff, one of the celebrities in the division, it seems like you should be able to, exercise that leverage in order to get the fuck what you want, especially if it's supposed to be big fights.
Yeah, I agree with you. I ain't gonna argue that he should have more power. I hope he does. I hope if he is signed to Mayweather Promotions, I'm on record. I say it again. I hope it's under the assumption that his purse is way bigger and that he has a better opportunity to make fights. The Right Side, homie, we just got done, bro. I got to get the family home.
Oh, yes.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you letting me hop up Right Side, and I'm gonna be in the chat for as long as I can, bro.
Hey, much love, okay. Appreciate you coming.
Hey, I don't mean to wear you out on that Devin Haney stuff. But I heard it was on there.
Nah, hell nah. I'm getting in the car with my family. You know I ain't ducking.
Good. No, I know you're not. I know you're not. But you just went hours and hours over this shit. So anyway.
Already, bro. I'll holler at y'all, man. Y'all boy be easy. Smoke. Salute to y'all. Be in touch. Did you put your?
Oh yeah, let me put it in the private chat. Let me put it in the private chat
right quick. Yeah, put it in right quick so I can screenshot it, bro. So I can get in touch with you.
Hey man, shout out to my brother L Dub, man. Salute to L Dub, man. Thank you, appreciate you coming through, bro. Hey, and Knockout, man. Salute to you and the fam, man. Much love to y'all, man. Y'all be safe tonight. Take it easy, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As soon as he put that email in there, I'm a screenshot and then I'm off, bro. But thank you, man. And you keep cooking. You gonna get me home. I got about a 30-45 minute drive to the crib, and I'm gonna be listening the whole way, man. So keep cooking.
There you go.
Yeah, I got it, Smoke. I just locked you in, bro. Appreciate you.
All right, man. Peace.
All right, later, y'all.
But yeah, man. So going back, Smoke. Let me ask you, Smoke. Did you see? Did you get a chance to check out Kid Austin Schofield this weekend?
Probably. I mean, I watched twice. I didn't look at really the names of any of them. I didn't recognize it.
It was on the undercard of Vergil Ortiz. Them, I think it was the first fight it was the last YouTube fight, but like the first one of the main card. You know what I'm saying? But
then yeah, I did see it. I saw it was the one that came on before Blair Cobb and Maurice Hooker.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it. What about it?
No, I was just saying, what did you think about Kid Austin, bro? How'd you think he looked?
He looked all right. He's pretty good.
Hey man, I think he's a hell of a prospect. You know what I'm saying? I think he got a long way to go, but I think he might be the goods, man. I think he got a chance to be the goods in that division. And with him being 19 years old, you know what I'm saying, with him being the switch hitter the way he is, I think I watched him come out and alternate stances, you know what I'm saying, going from orthodox to southpaw every other round or whatever. So I think he looked sharp, man. I thought he was a little nervous. He rushed himself some, but at the end of the day, I thought he put on a decent performance, and I'm looking forward to continue to see what else he's gonna bring to the table, bro. Like I think he might be the goods. I think so. So very good prospect, man. I definitely got my eyes out on the brother, and hopefully we get to see him continue to develop, man. That's what I look forward to, man. So now moving forward, man. The fight I really wanted to talk to some degree about, not really that bad, but to some degree I wanted to. The Mo Hooker Blair Cobb fight, man. Man, I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed in that fight, man. I was very disappointed. You know what I'm saying? With the way Mo Hooker came out looking. The man clearly ain't got no legs no more. He couldn't cut the ring off, which he ain't never been great at cutting the ring off. But he didn't let his hands go. He never snapped his jab with any authority. I mean, I expected more, especially with him missing weight by what? I think he missed weight by 3 pounds or something. And so I'm like, if you're gonna miss weight,
it looks like he missed about 13 pounds.
He was big as hell. Hey man, real quick, man. Shout out to my brother, Mr. Lightning's World, man. Appreciate you stopping through, bro. But yeah, man, I thought, man, Mo Hooker, I thought he would come out and he would look much better than he looked, bro. He looked horrible. And that's not to take anything from Blair Cobb, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Blair Cobb was Blair Cobb. And,
the word around the water cooler has been that, Maurice Hooker's a fuck up. Like, he just, can't get right. And, I think that's what we're seeing right now. That was atrocious. That's the worst version of Maurice Hooker I've ever seen. He did not just ring rust, his timing was off. He would get caught like being frozen in these weird positions. Like, his telegraphed his right hand all fucking night. It should have been there for the, because of the offsetting stances. He didn't land one of those shit. You could see that shit a mile coming. It came in like stages, his right hand. It was like, he'd raise it and then he would snap it with the elbow and then come up. Man, that shit was just fucking ugly. Like even Vergil Ortiz was looking light on his feet, dodging around that fucking right hand of Hooker's. That was not Ortiz, but fucking Blair Cobb. Cobb was looking like a mixture of Ali, Sugar Ray, and
right.
In that, bro. Like, man, Blair Cobb, he kind of looked like, you remember, you see that movie Great White Hype? David Wayne, when he came out, he took his robe off, and he had that, like, belly. He said, eat my ice cream, kiss my ice cream eating bloated ass. Like, that's what he looked like.
I ain't gonna say
Rolls Royce driving. That's what he said. Anyway, go ahead. Anyway,
I ain't gonna go that far, but I mean, damn, I just felt like I was expecting so much more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, there were times where Blair Cobb, like you said, the man was looking like Muhammad Ali out there. Mm-hmm. And when you done been knocked down, once in the first round, twice in the second round, and you sitting there clapping your gloves together, so because you can't cut the ring off and get to the guy to fight, I'm sitting here like, bro, come on, man, like.
Well, I saw that coming from the jump. I was like, wait a minute, this style matchup would have to put Maurice Hooker on the front foot for most of the fight, and that's not his forte. That's not a strong suit. So, just from the style matchup, I saw it was badly done. Then coming off of a long layoff and a stoppage from broken hand and all this stuff, like it was just sort of set up that that Maurice Hooker was not going to perform well in this fight. And then when he just came in overweight, it was just like, come on, man. And then when he just Wade looked, bro, I was like, it
was pathetic. It was pathetic, man. And
he doesn't look like a professional athlete.
My brother West, he put it in, this breaks it down perfectly. He looked so bad, I really couldn't tell if he just doesn't have it anymore, didn't train properly, or didn't take the fight seriously. Exactly. I don't know what it was. It may be a mixture of all three of them. It could be. It was, man. And for Blair Cobb, man, and shout out to Blair Cobb because I don't think we aren't giving him enough credit. He deserves credit for winning that fight. You know what I'm saying? Especially coming off a knockout loss like he had against Rocha. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Blair Cobb. You know what I'm saying? He did his thing. I can't take nothing from the brother, but at the same time, I will say this was not the best version of Hooker, and
it was the worst version, actually.
Exactly.
I don't even think I've seen. Like, if you can tell me a worse version of him, then I'll go take a look at it.
I don't think you're gonna find the worst version, man. Hey, shout out to A1 Hoop Zone. Appreciate you stopping through, bro. Y'all go sub to A1 Hoop Zone. If anything basketball, bro, he cooking on it, and definitely, you know what I'm saying, he gonna keep you up to date. You know what I'm saying, with everything going on basketball wise, man. Shout out to Emmanuel H. A1 Hoop Zone, man. But yeah. It was hard to watch, and at the end of the day, man, like you said, this was the worst version I've seen of Mo Hooker. And hey, but I will say this: I believe, and here it is right here, like Carl just said, I think something like this is gonna happen. They're gonna feed Cobb to Vergil or somewhere in there. I believe that may be the next thing because, if Cobb would have lost this fight, it damn near was gonna be the end of him being relevant in the sport of boxing. With him winning this fight, it gives him an opportunity to continue to stay relevant. We need to watch the and shout out to L Dub, man. He does this very well. We got to watch these rankings. I want to see if Cobb gets a boost in the ranking systems, because if he does, then I'll be looking to see, you know what I'm saying, who they're gonna make or who they're gonna put him in the ring with, depending on what his boost looked like in the ranking system. D-Ray, did you get a chance to watch that fight, bro?
Man, but you talking about Cobb gonna get a boost from Mo?
Yeah, man. Bro, we saw Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman became the number one. Man. I'm just telling you, he became number one in the WBC after beating Mario Barrios. Like, I mean, if that's not a boost, and I mean, it is what it is. So I can see something similar. I ain't gonna say the man gonna go to number one, but if we see him move up into that top 10 in the top 10 in the rankings, hey, I'll be looking for him to fight Vergil Ortiz next. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, but first they gotta deal with Rocha before, we're gonna worry about what Cobb gonna do. But that was the thing, though, bro. People said that Mo came in out of shape, skinny and fat and slow and unathletic.
He said skinny and fat and slow.
That's what I heard, bro. Is that the nephew? Talk to him.
Carl?
What's going on? Can you hear
Carl,
me?
you there?
Can you hear me?
Oh, what's up, Carl? Jesus. No, the Aussie.
Yeah.
What?
We hear you.
Hey, it's Count.
We hear you.
Yeah, man. Oh, they're going to feed Cobb to Vergil. You watch. Vergil needs to stop playing with his food and just get it out of there. It was like a cat playing with a mouse.
Or it was like a guy who can't cut off.
Hey, Carl, so who you want him to go after next then?
I want Vergil and Boots.
Vergil and Boots? I heard that, Carl.
Can I ask you a question, Carl? Did you see Vergil's ability to cut off the ring on display last night? Or his inability to cut off the ring?
Yeah. He blew out some cobwebs.
Yeah, it's some cobwebs. You think he used to, but he just hasn't been able to use it. Okay.
Yeah, man. I want to see Boots get tested. I want to see Vergil. I know Vergil's got a chin. I don't know if Boots has. I seen Vergil against Mean Machine, bro. That was a war until the 7th round. And I tell you, yeah. I give Michael McKinson a lot more credit than a lot of people did, bro. Because man, he was like that kid you went to school with that was a little bit slow. And when you punched him in the head, he sat and he went. And you realise you don't punch him in the head anymore because you're not hurting him. But
hey, Smoke, I hope Carl ain't the one that knock out sending that email to, because he tearing your ass up right now. Look, I'm just playing.
Yeah, man, like Michael McKinson giving him credit. I mean, I guess if you want to, you'd have to give Michael McKinson credit if you want to see Vergil versus Boots.
Hey, real quick, shout out to my brother Mark Nash. Mark Nash, appreciate you stopping through, bro. Much love to you, brother. Much love.
And I think I would rather. I think he's definitely on the Vergil versus Blair Cobb level. Like that, I think would be a challenging fight. Vergil versus Conor Benn, I think, is also a challenging fight. Maybe Vergil versus Stanionis is a hell of a fight.
That's Vergil walks the floor with it.
Well, and that's the thing.
Robert versus Spence is the best fight. Where the hell was EJ at?
Man, we ain't even trying to. EJ was in
I'm just trying to find out where was he at. What was more important, man?
We're not doing that right now, D-Ray. We're not doing that shit. We're not doing it yet.
Well, I don't know. Listen, I mean, okay, Dub says we're not doing it, but that is a disappointment. Like straight the fuck up.
Man,
that's all. I'm just trying to put it on the record that it's a disappointment.
This is the thing.
Hey, man, you don't buy tickets from another promotional company. You go to your own.
Before we get to them, we getting to Vergil Ortiz. We ain't got the Vergil all the way yet, or you know what I'm saying? So before we get over there, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear y'all's opinion on who we want for Vergil, who we want to see him fight next. If you listen to after the fight, you know what I'm saying? You saw they asked him if the fight between Bud and Spence, like I keep telling y'all, it's not going to happen. But if it don't happen, do we want to see him in the ring with Bud Crawford? What do y'all think about that? And what did y'all think about Vergil's performance last night? Go ahead. We're gonna start with my brother D-Ray in this situation. D-Ray, what you got on the performance? What you thought of, or what you think about Vergil versus Bud if Bud versus EJ?
Food. Hey, in Dallas, Texas, man. I think that they would draw good numbers on that fight. But I don't think that he would go to a decision, though.
You got him stopping him? You think Bud stops Vergil?
Yes. He different. Go ahead, somebody.
Hey, salute to the OG Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz and more. Man, y'all go sub to his channel. Same thing with Mark Nash as well. Go sub to his channel if you ain't already subbed. Also salute to my brother Reggie O, Boxing Conversations with Reggie O. Reggie, appreciate you coming through, bro. Much love to you. Much love to you, Bruce Gas as well, man. Much love. Go ahead, Smoke.
Oh, right. So, I got lost a little bit. I've been smoking a lot. So, once he said Vergil versus Bud, I started laughing. That's my bad. Well, you were talking about just his performance last night. I thought that left hook was on point. I think that his left hook was actually the star of the show. And I think he has pretty good upper body movement. He's still working it out. But I don't think that McKinson is world class. I'm not quite sure what credit I'd give the guy, but I wouldn't give him credit for being world class. The guy, McKinson, has 2 knockouts. He was in there with a guy who has 169 losses, and he had been stopped like 14 times. And one of the two knockouts that McKinson has was not that guy, right? So it's just kind of like I'm not quite sure, but I'm like, if that guy is showing me the holes in your game, it's a little bit like a manual to go, or a lot like a manual to go. What I saw more is a guy that needs to develop, and his handlers know that. And so we watched a guy that would put him through the paces, put him in some uncomfortable situations, but wasn't really in danger of beating him at any point. And towards that end, I think he adjusted well. He finally like closed that little outside, that cut back dude was doing to get out of the trap, and beat him to the body and finally stopped him. Right. Ultimately, he did what he was supposed to do. I think in the manner that he was supposed to do it, but what was revelatory to me was how poorly his footwork is for being a pressure fighter. At this point, he needs for his guys to be like kind of stationary, or else they're going to give him some problems. A guy like Keith Thurman, I think it'd be one hell of a fight for Vergil, because now you're talking about really a test. For me, Boots is way too fucking mobile and hits too hard and has too many fucking angles and too many wrinkles. Like go for a guy like Keith and like work out your fucking footwork before you start going after the Bootses of the world. That's my opinion.
I can't disagree with that. Carl, go ahead. What you got on the bro?
Man, I think Vergil had really good head movement in that fight. I think when he got in the pocket and he threw that left hook to the liver, and then he followed it with a right uppercut, I think that was working for him. Yeah, man, I seen a guy that had a long layoff, and man, to me, of the first 3 rounds, I gave McKinson the second round, but after that, man, it was the Vergil show. And I think Vergil's just got to do what Vergil does, man. Like Smoke, I agree with Smoke. He needs to work on his footwork. I think when he tries to come in the pocket, he throws a lot of punches and they just find clean air. I think he's got to work on that. He's got to work on getting in that pocket and yeah, we know he can take damage, but yeah, I don't know. I think they'll feed him. I hope they don't feed him Blair Cobb, because that's going to be, we all know the writing on the wall for that one. But Stanionis would be a good fight. I still see Vergil stopping Stanionis. But yeah, man. Thurman, I think that's a hell of a war.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I would go. See, I think I think that like what is it like? Blair has the sort of the feet that will help develop Vergil, and he also hits hard enough so he can make him pay, and like so he learns those lessons that like he can then then you go to the Keith Thurman, but he probably is ready for Keith Thurman right now. I just think if he did Blair Cobb first, then Keith Thurman becomes easier, right? And then you can fuck with Boots and stuff like that, like other guys that have like more tricks, then they do it differently, and then you also add like in their prime and it's just as big as you and will hit you with something out of the fucking blue you don't see, like all this other shit that these like his opponents just haven't shown the ability to do, right? Like at any point ever in their careers, much less when he fought.
I think Con Shonery just hit the nail on the head where Con Shonery said PBC and Golden Boy, that's gonna be the hurdle. Right there,
exactly.
Getting them
They're not doing no business together. It's interesting.
That's why Blair Cobb will be next. Blair Cobb next, and then hopefully Stanionis or
but they don't have to. This is where the sanctioning bodies come in when you have vacant titles, right? If you're just ranked there, then it's purse bid time.
Well, and so this is the thing right here. This is the thing. So first things first. So that I believe that was like an eliminator for the WBA, which would make Vergil the number 1 contender in the WBA. And so with him being the number 1 contender in the WBA, that'll mean that he's automatically the mandatory for Stan Leonis, not for not for EJ. But for Stan Leonis. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so I feel like that should be the next fight. They should go ahead and mandate that fight. Although the problem is with Stan Leonis saying that he's going to take step aside money on multiple occasions to let some of these other fights happen. Does he want that fight? You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure he's going to want that fight. The second thing is this. Hold on. Let me finish up these points now. So the second thing is this. When we talk about what we saw from Vergil, man, I'm gonna be very honest. I was very underwhelmed by his performance, and the reason being is because, like Smoke said earlier, McKenzie was not a world-class opponent. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, he brings an element of slickness to him. He's what we would consider to some degree a slick fighter. He don't have great, and it ain't even great power. He has no power. You know what I'm saying? There were times he was hitting Vergil pretty fleshly, but the problem was he ain't got no power behind it, so he couldn't keep him off of him. But the slickness that he had early in the fight, it did make it hard for Vergil. If Vergil runs up against other fighters who can be just as slick, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how my mind works like this, but the first person I thought of, I was like, if Vergil moves up to 54 and has to fight somebody like Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison to beat the dog shit out of him. Why? Because Tony Harrison, the slickness and the ability that he has is going to give Vergil problems. You got to know how to cut the ring off, right? And then even when he was able to somewhat corner McKenzie, when he started trying to let his hands go, he was hitting air, especially early in the fight. Now, the body work allowed him later on to slow McKenzie down. But if you're fighting somebody with any type of power that's able to make you look and miss that widely, then it's going to be problems for you. And especially if they can make you miss and make you pay, regardless of the level of power that they have. You know what I mean? So Vergil, he got to develop, man. He got to develop. And the way he needs to is by getting in the ring more with slick style fighters, because we've seen him walk you down. You know what I'm saying? Those individuals who stand in front of him. But when he was presented with somebody with foot movement, you know what I'm saying, with lateral movement, and that also was defensively sound to some degree, I thought that McKenzie, whenever he went and shelled up, I was like, bro, what are you doing? Do not shell up in front of this man, because he's just going to beat your body down, which is what he did. And so when he runs up against the wrong guy, and I'm glad that him and his team was able to see this, because I would figure that we're for to go back now into the lab, and that's what we'll be working on moving forward. He got the power, you know what I'm saying? I haven't seen stamina issues from him. Now, the footwork is what has to be developed, and it has to be educated. You don't have to have the fastest feet. You ain't got to be fleet of foot, but you need more education with your foot movement, and that's what I look forward to seeing his team bring to him. And I look forward to seeing that in his next fight. That's why I was hoping that Blair Cobb fight would happen, because we saw Blair Cobb stay on his bike, and we saw Mo Hooker couldn't cut the ring off. So it'll help in Vergil's development if he could fight somebody like a Blair Cobb. All right, my bad. Go ahead, Smoke, or anybody else. Y'all jump on it. My bad.
I think Mo Hooker looked terrible. I have never seen a worse version of that man. I don't know what issues he had or what, but man, that was a flat-footed, doing nothing, just standing there and just getting hit and not retaliating. That was a terrible version of Mo.
Facts. See, like Khan Shanri just brought out, cutting off the ring is an old school skill that is not all that common anymore. Somebody need to be teaching it. Somebody needs to be teaching these dudes how to cut the ring off, because we're starting to see that on a regular basis, dudes not being able to cut the ring off. And Ortiz is way too young. You know what I'm saying? He still has athletic ability, being his age, so he should be able to use that ability to cut the ring off. And I agree. It got to be taught more. It definitely needs to be taught more. Salute to my brother Upper Echelon in the building. Just drop the link for you, bro, if you want to jump on. D-Ray, what you are?
I like this. He made adjustments. He went ahead.
Go ahead, Carl.
Sorry, go ahead. No, I was just going to say, I like Vergil's corner. His father, round 3, he's made adjustments. His father abused him, saying, go to the body, don't go to the head, go to the body. And he's standing there, you can see him showing him the left rip, you know, and man, after that, he was just tenderizing that meat, put a little bit of salt and pepper on it, and then marinated that shit beautifully.
He was about ready to cook them, huh? He was getting ready to grill them.
Oh, man. It was a cookout, eh, Uncle D-Ray?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lightning's World in the building. Good for
He marinated it.
How do you get on your bicycle after knocking someone down 3 times? Hey, because I don't know. That's a good point, man. Salute to my brother Upper Echelon in the buildings. Appreciate you stopping through. Up, how you feeling tonight, bro?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. I have dozed off. Salute to everybody out here. How's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, it's all to the good, man. All to the good. What'd you think about what Vergil looked like? Vergil Ortiz. What'd you think about his fight this weekend?
He looked terrible, bro. Like him and Blair Cobb. First off, Blair Cobb, he shot his load the first 3 rounds. Like he done. That's what happened to Blair Cobb. He done punched himself out. That's why he had to get on that bike, because he done threw everything, couldn't get that man up out of there. But Hooker came in there 150 over the weigh-in. Like he came in there slow, flat-footed, overweight. Like I don't know what happened to Hooker, but Blair was catching him, and he wasn't even putting up a good defense or guard or nothing. He kept getting hit with the same shots. But then we see what I've been talking about the longest, that Bomac is not a coach. Terrence Crawford had to take over the coaching because Bomac couldn't give the man the adjustments. Terrence Crawford had to get up on the ring and give Hooker his adjustments because Bomac wasn't giving him no type of instructions. But you need to be first. You need to hit first. Like, come on, bro. He knows that. Everybody knows you got to hit first. Like, come on, damn it. Pardon my language, but with Vergil get in there with any type of elite fighter, he gonna have problems. Like, we knew before that fight started that Mike McKinnon didn't have nothing to keep Vergil off. Like, that fight should have went more than 4 rounds. That should have been a walk down, get him up out of there. When you got somebody that ain't supposed to be in the ring with you, you supposed to make them know that they're not supposed to be in the ring with you. And that man was sitting there. He was getting in, getting out. He was shifting. He was catching Vergil. Like, he was just, Vergil couldn't cut it off. And then he was pot shotting Vergil. And if he had any kind of power, Vergil would have been in trouble because McKinnon had some boxing skills. He just didn't have nothing to get the man up off of. Like, Vergil can crowd him up. He ain't got to worry about getting hurt. And McKinnon, like, the first couple rounds, he was surviving, but then the body shots started taking hold. He was getting caught in the side, and Vergil started hitting him in the hips and their body. And he broke the man down, but it was a daggone disadvantage anyway. He fighting against a handicap fight. You know what I'm saying? You fighting against a man that can't hurt you. That's like a high schooler beating up on a daggone elementary school guy. Like, yeah, he gonna hit you and everything, but he can't hurt you. He ain't got his grown man strength. And Mike McKinnon didn't have no kind of strength to hurt Vergil. He has 2 knockouts. Coming into this fight, we knew he couldn't get hurt. Now, you put him in there with anybody that can crack, anybody that can punch, and he has that same performance, they're gonna get Vergil up out of there. Period. Because he didn't look good at all, man. Only thing good he did was knock the man down, and it took him too long to do it. That's just what I think about it.
Hey, man, shout out to my brother, All Positive Network in the building. All Positive. Appreciate you stopping through, bro. Vergil Ortiz, man, what'd you think about the performance, bro?
The dude that just, I don't know his name, just talked. I have to agree with him, man. I did not like the performance. As he said, I saw him getting caught a lot early, but the guy just didn't have any power to get the respect. I mean, he was getting caught flush, but he was just walking through those punches. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro. I turned your mic down just a little bit. You were a little loud, but
okay. Oh, that's fine. I was saying, like, he was just walking right through his punches, and he was looking sloppy, and like he was missing. But when he was missing, and he was getting caught, and sometimes his opponent wasn't making him pay for for him missing, which wouldn't have mattered anyway. He has no power. But like as I've said before, and I'm not trying to say that Ortiz is a bad fighter, but I've said it's about Boots and Ortiz over and over. I said it on H Money on stream hours ago. Ortiz and Boots have been pros for 6 years, almost a decade, and neither one of these guys have fought a top 10 fighter. Neither one of them. This is unacceptable, man. I mean, 6 years as a pro. Think about it. Sugar Ray Leonard's first 4 years as a pro, he had already fought Duran and Leonard Benitez. You know what I'm saying? De La Hoya's first 5 years as a pro, he had already fought Hernandez, Sweet.
Yeah, but look at those guys to fight when they're 30, though.
Well,
Like,
it like
So
Boots ain't trying. Boots been trying to fight.
so
He's trying
these
to
guys,
fight everybody. And Castillo Clayton was a top 10 opponent.
yeah, I'm just saying, like, these guys are like
welterweight.
you can start young. You can start young, but you might be finishing young too.
I'm just saying, for to be 6 years a pro and haven't fought a top 10 opponent in your
I
division,
think it's I think it's about 10 years is about average between when you turn pro and when you get your title shot. Like some guys got fast track, but those
it's
are like
not even
switches. I feel like
it's
like
not even
average.
Hey,
it's not
real
necessarily a
quick,
title.
real quick. We can't talk over each other like that. My brother, all positive. You got a little feedback when you're talking. So Smoke, when
Okay.
he talking, you know what I'm saying? Let him get it off, and then you go ahead and respond to it, and then we'll keep it
Okay,
clicking.
what I'm saying is not even about a title shot. I'm just saying a top 10 person in your division. Neither one of these guys have fought another top 10 fighter. And this is going on 7 years as a pro. This year is about over. So it's just halfway over the halfway point. So it's going on 7 years as a pro, and these guys have not fought another top 10 fighter in their division. I'm not talking about a top 10 sanction and a sanctioner body. I'm talking about the top 10 welterweights. Neither one of these guys have fought another top 10
Yeah,
fighter yet.
I mean, but I think it's because the top 10 guys are trying to fight each other and not trying to fight a prospect.
I mean, you can't blame Boots. Boots is calling out everything. Like Vergil Ortiz, he's had a chance because he was Crawford's mandatory for the longest and didn't want it. And he told Crawford he was gonna fight him after he beat Hooker that one time. And then he said he wasn't ready for it. Plus, he said he needed about 4 years before he fight Boots. But Boots been trying to fight Crawford, Spence. He's been calling out all the top guys: Thurman, Crawford, Spence, Ugas, anybody that got a name. Boots been trying to fight. So you can't blame him for not fighting the top 10 because we couldn't blame Earl when wouldn't nobody fight him. Like you can't blame a person for not being able to
Yeah,
fight
I'm
something.
saying all those guys have been like really trying to fight each other, and it's been kind of a logjam really since the Floyd days. It's been like for like 2017, like since then it's just been like the belts have switched hands. Guys have been injured. Guys have been looking for the fights for other guys. Then guys got injured. The pandemic happened. Like there's a lot of shit that's just gone on. I feel like in the division since Vergil has become of age, kind of thing, and I feel like he's still coming of age. So is Boots. Like Boots he had some business issues, right? He had to like switch promoters. He was just like on Showtime when I don't know. Just I feel like it's kind of early for both of them, but it's 147 has been a glamour division and it's been a little bit of a diva division since these two guys have come on the scene.
Hey, what the Queen Lisa Bell? This is it right here. These fighters are in witness protection programs. That's what it is. And now I understand when we talk about somebody like a Boots, right? He called for the smoke. We hear him call for the smoke. And I will say it can be tough for him to get fights according to what the promoters are Cameron Duncan. I believe that's Cameron Duncan is his promoter. But okay, it's tough for him to get a fight. Got it. My thing is this though.
When did he get with Cameron Duncan though?
Hold on, brother. I'm not sure when he got with Cameron Duncan.
Yeah, I think it's been recent. Right? Yeah, I think he had a promotional issue. But anyway, so sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say my thing is it also goes into when we talk about wanting to see them fight the best, right? Especially in the 47 division, because you got Bud and Spence up there right now, because they holding the damn whole division hostage right now. However you want to look at it, they holding the division hostage because of the belts that they hold and them not making the big fight happen yet. And that's why I'm still at the point where I'm at in R West. He gonna crucify me when I say this. Man, whether it's Bud, whether it's Spence, whether it's Bomac, whether it's Derek James, Al Heyman, Espinosa, I don't care. Fuck them all. Because they holding the division up and they not allowing things to move the way it needs to move. And that's one of the reasons we're not seeing a lot of the big fights that we want to see is because what they'll tell you, well, to fight Vergil or Boots, what am I get for that? It's high risk, low reward. I don't even know what high risk, low reward is in boxing, really. I mean, I know what it is.
Well, I mean,
heard of.
That is like right now that one fight. But let's say like Boots and Vergil have been on the rise since like 2019, right? In that time, we've had a pandemic. During that time, like Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Ugas, what is it? Bud, Errol, Porter, Garcia. Like those were the guys, right? Like how in the fuck is Vergil and goddamn Boots supposed to get a fight in that fucking situation? Especially like the zone, like coming out of the pendant. Like I just don't like. I feel like there's a certain part of what's happened. Like there's just no way that those guys could have fought the top 10 guys. All right, I don't even think that they've been ready for it. I think Boots is probably ready for most guys who aren't named Bud or Spence. And I think most guys. I think he beats everybody not named Bud or Spence. But I don't know that Vergil is that guy. Like I think Vergil is still developing. Like the idea that he should have done that like 2 years ago seems like really just unrealistic. Actually, I don't know, man. Like right now, sure, you can say they're holding up the division, but I don't know. Like at the same time, I think it's like since he's a top guy in the WBC and the WBA, if I'm Vergil, I'll take the Thurman fight for more fucking money, and I would try to get me a fucking Blair Cobb fight for some, notoriety and some help with that style, and put some money on winning that goddamn WBC purse bid. Go that fucking route.
Man,
that's a winnable fight for the guy if he develops correctly.
Go ahead. All positive. My bad.
Yeah. No, I wasn't, but I had something in my mind. Like, I think Vergil can beat Keith Thurman. I think Vergil and Boots can beat Keith Thurman. But we also got to realize that as long as these guys have been pro, they've been pro.
Hey, all positive, real quick, bro. I don't know what happened to your mic, man. Your mic is staticky, bro.
Okay, let me change it. Let me change it out.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with you, Smoke. It's just, man. You know what? I ain't going. I'm not going. This is me right here, Smoke. You see that?
Yeah, you jumped the gun. Yeah. I get you. Yeah. Shout out to Chris Rock. For 5 fingers taking the face.
Calling me. Man, I can't.
Yeah, he went. Well, he went out. Well, I mean, fucking Pookie went out. Like that was just horrible how that dude went out. But anyway, this fight, like you just jumped the gun a little bit. Like you have to wait for announcements before you get like time off because you don't really know when the fight's gonna be. You're like presupposing some shit, so you don't know when to get the correct time off. That's all. So now, and it may not happen, so it may be a moot point. But maybe the brothers are like they'll shop the fight somewhere else, and it'll just be later on, not just Showtime. Maybe can't afford it, so they'll take it overseas or whatever the hell they got to do. Let these guys be bosses. Let it happen this time.
That is a brilliant point. And I think I heard you say this before. Man, they should try to take that fight to Dubai. Let the rich folks over in Dubai with the oil money, they be paying for Floyd to fight and for AJ to fight. Let them pay for this fight too. You know what I'm saying? Take it over there. I don't care where you got to take. I just want to see the damn fight.
Yeah, exactly. If Showtime is crying pouring mouth, they're like, wait a minute, we spend our money on our TV shows. Like, okay, that's cool. That's it. Like, if boxing is just a pet project for you guys, and your budget's not big enough, and CBS is not willing to increase the tap, tighten it, like loosen up that faucet, then. Yeah, let's see what else, like what other revenue streams we can generate, and maybe we can get bigger. We can get a bigger site fee than Vegas has to offer. Like, I'm not mad at it,
something.
Especially since it's the same goddamn fan base. Like it's really just you and me, and like other people. Like it's us that's fucking interested in this fight mostly.
Agreed. It's boxing. People who really follow the sport of boxing. Those are the individuals who are really interested in seeing that fight.
Yeah, but I mean, talking about pay, like I'm just talking about who are in the position to pay for it. Like it may have some sort of worldwide appeal, but I don't think it has worldwide pay-per-view appeal, and even like national appeal. I'm not sure, how much of like the Loma fan base or Chocolatito fan base. Like, how are they going to be into this fight? Like, are they willing to pay for it? Maybe not.
Hey, man, salute to my brother Mike Biggs Boxing, man. If y'all not subscribed to the brother channel, definitely go check him out. He always putting out some great content, man. Appreciate you stopping through, Mike. But nah, Smoke, I agree, man. At some point in time, bro, I'm giving up on that shit, man. Hey, upper echelon, all positive. What y'all got on? Y'all go ahead and cook, man. I don't want to.
No.
I,
Oh yeah.
I ain't giving it all up just yet, but I'm close.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
you
close.
talking about Spence and Bud, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to realize even Spence, Bud, Ortiz, Boots, a lot of these guys may not be at 47 that much longer. They might go out of the division because didn't Ortiz have trouble making 47 a little while back?
Yeah, he got wrapped up myelitis and
Yeah,
ended up in the hospital.
Yeah. So
because
how long y'all think these guys are gonna be at 47 before they have to move up? You know what I'm saying? So we don't know. And if Ortiz is having these problems with a guy that can't punch, can't crack an egg at 47, what is he gonna do at 54?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a problem.
Tony Harrison, man, I'm telling you, he run up against Tony Harrison.
It's gonna be a problem, man.
It's gonna be trouble in that fight.
And Tony Harrison's a tall guy too. He's not a short guy.
Yeah. Hey man, I agree, but I look forward to seeing them move up, man. It's the balance that's going on right now. It's so interesting because everybody who's at 47, you know what I'm saying, the majority are going to start moving up pretty soon. And when they start to move up, I believe Mel, he'll go ahead and move up, right? And so now we're going to be looking
Mel
at.
already said it.
Go ahead.
Mel
What did he say?
said it. After he beat Tim Zoo, he going up because Earl gonna be coming up. So Mel going to the 160.
But then, so now we got, and just think about this: if Vergil Ortiz goes up, he got to fight somebody like Sebastian Fundora.
Fundora gonna eat his ass alive.
I don't know. I think that's a good fight. I think it's a good fight all the way around. I ain't gonna say he's gonna eat him alive.
He gonna eat him alive because Vergil Ortiz gonna be going against somebody with power, and he gonna be going against somebody that he can't be taking clean shots from. And Sebastian Fundora, he's gonna be coming forward. Vergil can't fight off his back foot. If you see when Mean Machine was pressing Vergil was going backwards and he backed straight up. He couldn't box off the back foot. And Fundora's gonna bring unlimited pressure to Vergil. And Fundora, he has punch placement and he has a pretty wiry frame as well, so he can reach out and touch Vergil as well. And if you see, McKinnon was getting off on Vergil on the inside. So Vergil's gonna be going against an equally hard puncher on the inside as well. But Fundora can cut off that ring as well too. And I just don't think Vergil will be ready to hit with that man. For real.
Bro, that'd be an interesting ass slugfest, man. I think that turns into a true slugfest at his best, you know what I'm saying? And
I would like to see, I'll tell you a good fight. Tim Zoo versus Vergil Ortiz. That'd be a good fight.
Oh yeah, Tim Zoo. I don't know, man. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Because of you said Tim Zoo versus Ortiz. That's what you said.
Yeah,
right?
That'd be a good fight.
That'd be a good fight. That'd be a great fight. I would.
They got about the same amount of power.
Yeah,
and they sit there and they got the same holes in their defense.
I agree.
But we see how he walked through Terrell Gashea after he lost all his damn strength, but they'd be sitting there catching each other, and whoever makes the biggest mistake go down.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Bro, that'd be a great fight right there. You know who I would really want to see? I want to see Castaño versus Ortiz, bro, at 54. That'd be a hell of a fight too.
Yeah, that'd be a. I was gonna say Castaño versus Danny Garcia. That would have been a pretty good fight. To do Danny Garcia versus Castaño.
I think Castaño beats Danny Garcia bad, man.
Yeah, Danny Garcia, he done learned from Spence now. Remember I told y'all iron sharpens iron. Danny Garcia ain't the same Garcia that y'all used to. Man. Garcia done implemented a lot of them Spence techniques into his game now.
Man, Garcia still gets hit, man. And Castaño's he's not gonna be throwing one or two punches like Benavidez. He's gonna be throwing a lot of punches over and just
but
keeping that pressure.
Danny Garcia hasn't been in the ring in over 2 years.
Yeah.
You got at least give a man a chance to get that ring rust off. Yeah, that was his comeback fight. Last time he was in the ring, he was just facing that monster Spence.
Yeah, I agree.
Give him a chance to get the ring rust off, see how he does. And I'm thinking he'd be a lot better after he get rid of the ring rust.
But for Castaño, if Charlo's power couldn't keep Castaño off him for the first fight, I don't think Garcia has the power to keep Castaño off.
Well, they said Garcia was one of the hardest hitting welterweights out there. And it looked like his power carried up a little bit when I see him catching Benavidez and Benavidez tried to shake it off. I see he was visibly hurt.
Man, he hit
fighters
Benavidez and
do that
everything.
crap right there.
He never hurt Benavidez.
Huh?
Yeah, I'd like to
did that.
see Danny and Virgil. I'd like to see that fight.
Why'd they go? What'd you do? I told them the truth.
Hey man, all I know, and like I said, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Danny versus Virgil, that'll be a good fight. But Danny Garcia, man, I got to see what. It's hard for me really to judge what Danny Garcia is going to be off of the performance he had against Benavidez. Just because it was peg leg Benavidez, man. The man had one leg, 2 years ago when he fought Bud. And then he didn't. I mean, I didn't. He didn't have more lateral movement in this fight. So I have no clue.
His lateral movement is messed up because he got shot like damn 3 years ago. Like he was shot back in 2017, 2018.
Hey, since he been shot, he dragged that leg around the ring. He dragged the leg around the ring. He damn near got to turn around and pull the leg with him when he throw the right hand.
Yeah, because he ain't got no. He's nowhere near where he was before he got shot. Because he used to be kind of, he had fluid movement. Like his movement was fluid. Like he was the Victor Ortiz back then. Like he was Ortiz before Ortiz was Ortiz. Because he was a go-getter. Like they considered him a prodigy. Like the way they talk about his brother, he was the big dog, not his brother. And coming out of the amateurs, he was a monster. And everybody had such high hopes for him. Because if you look at some of his earlier fights, he was a beast. And who was that they had him with that Sean Porter? Yeah. When he came out and he was sparring Sean Porter, champion Sean Porter, he was giving Sean Porter some work. As an amateur, he was working Sean Porter in there. And they all had high hopes for Benavidez until he got shot. There he ain't been the same. Like, he ain't got no fluidity. Like, I think that bullet must have tore some tendons or something because he ain't got nowhere near the fluidity or the movement that he had before. Like, it's like he got a dead leg or something.
Yeah, a bullet can do that to you because the same thing happened to Cleveland Williams.
I mean, I've been hit 4 times, bro. I know what it do to you.
Oh my God! Sorry,
4 times? Shit.
Wow.
Yeah, I did 10 years in the maximum security fed too. Like I've been hit 4 times. I lived a different type of life. You feel me?
Hey,
that's why I stopped boxing.
Hey, I'm glad you on the boxing talk with us now versus anything else. I appreciate that.
I used to box too. I was 16-0 as an amateur with 14 KOs. My trainer was Fred Whitaker. I was on the same dude that trained Oliver McCall. I was in the gym with Oliver McCall and them.
What weight did you fight at?
I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, but I fought in Springville. I fought in Shadyside. I went down to the Florida tournaments. I was fighting everywhere.
And Salem, yep. I'm from Tennessee as well.
Yeah, I'm from Cameron Gym. That's where Oliver McCall trained from.
No, I'm saying what weight class?
Oh, I was junior welter.
Okay. That's what's up.
Yep.
That's what's up. I didn't know that, man.
Yep, but see, I had moved to welter because I'm 6'3" now. You feel me? Back then I was like 5'6", 5'7", but now I'm 6'3", so I would have grew out that weight division anyway. Because I played free safety in high school, running 4.38. But I was athletic, but I ain't hit my growth spurt till I was in prison. I was like 21 years old before I got a growth spurt. Like real talk, like I was like 5'8" when I went to prison. When I came home, I was over 6 feet. They was like, damn. But yeah, I was athletic. I was dunking before I went anyway when I was younger. Because, that's all we did was play sports in the hood and everything. I'm from the hood anyway. Yeah. My dad from West Palm County, from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. So, we had to leave Florida, come up there. He met my mom and everything up in Winston-Salem. So, I guess that's how I got here. But see, he was always into other stuff. So, I seen him, and that's what I thought. Hey, I was smart in school, but I seen where the money was, and I thought I could get by. But, when I was young, I had a problem, so they threw me in boxing to try to control my attitude and everything because it was court-ordered community service. And my community service was at the gym because I was 14. I had got into I was 12 the first time I had got into it. And they were going to send me to boot camp, or they said me do community service. And Fred Whitaker was up there. He was like, well, I'll take him to community service down at the gym. So he had me down there. I used to have to empty the spittoons and everything and get like the clothes up off the floor and like sweep the area up there, make sure there ain't no water stuff on the floor. And then I started hitting the bag and everything when I was done or waiting for them to finish. And then he started teaching me a few moves. And then he had me get in the ring with a dude that was like 14 years old. You know, from the hood, we all had a fighting style, but you know, I was ambidextrous because I could write with both hands because I was left-handed when I was born. But when we went to school, they thought left hands, like, especially with the Haiti kids and everything, they thought left hand was like the devil. So they make you use your right because they didn't want you using your left hand growing up. So I had to develop my right hand. So now I can use any hand to write with and everything. But I was predominantly left-handed, but I was taught to use my right hand because they thought the left hand was evil.
Yeah,
Anybody
I've heard that before. I have heard.
Yeah, so that's why when I got in the ring, like I could go any side. Like I used to switch up mid-fight as well. Like I had this one move where I would feint with the right, and then I switch my stance in the mid-throw of my left. Like I throw a jab with the right, and then switch my stance and come forward with a straight left, and then come with the straight right from behind it. Like I used to do that all the time. Like it was crazy because I did it so fast, the person couldn't really react to it because as they were sliding back, I was coming forward with the straight, and I was coming down the pipe with the right. But yeah, I had got into the dang old box and I started loving it. So I used to come down there every day, used to train and everything, and I seen Oliver McCall. He had the championship belt, but see, he was on drugs, and they had the bounty hunters come down there and get the championship belt because he was renting the belt out to the damn drug dealers and everything, and they was walking around with the belt. So you know, they had to
Upper. So this is what we're gonna do. I want you to save this information because I got your information already, and I'm working on the series I'm putting together. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be interviewing. I'm not looking to interview fighters. I'm looking to interview the YTBC, the individuals in the community. You know what I mean? And so definitely, I want you to save this. So, and we'll definitely have you on the show featured, and we'll do a full interview so we can get all of these type of stories because this is the type of information that I definitely want to hear about. And I think it helps us all grow together as a community. But we're gonna take it back to the Vergil Ortiz. Or actually, we're gonna take it back to Vergil Ortiz, and what we see next for him. After the fight, I'm going back to it, man. After the fight, if you heard them talking about it, you feel me? Hey, if Bud is available, and like I keep telling you,
Bud. They won't Spence.
No, but after the fight, they brought up Bud. They didn't bring Spence's name up. They brought up Bud.
No, but guess what? The announcers brought up Bud. But you see, Oscar, go back and look at Oscar De La Hoya's face when they brought it up. Oscar won't that. He want that Spence because he knows Spence brings in the views. He knows Spence. Because, you know, Oscar been trying to get Spence for the longest. Because he was talking about, you know, you need to sign with me, Spence. We can make big fights, big money, and all that stuff. And, you know, Oscar and them been trying to call out Spence. That's why they trying to make Vergil Spence mandatory. Because
real quick, brother, check your mic. You a little staticky. Just a little staticky. Or is that, it might be on my side. Is that on my side, fellas?
Not staticky.
Am I staticky?
Yeah, just a little snap. It's a little crackle, like at the end of your sentences.
Yeah. You got a little static going on there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not even using the mic. I'm using my phone. Let me switch to my iPad.
I was gonna say that happens to me. Sometimes it helps if you go switch your audio. If it's on default, you know what I'm saying, switch it to speaker. If it's on speaker, switch it to default or whatever. If you got Bluetooth going on, whatever you got, just switching it. Sometimes that helps. I really can't tell.
All right, hold on.
But hey, so after the fight, once again, they brought up Bud name, D-Ray Promotions, bro. You rock with Bud? Do you think that fight happens? Do you want to see that fight?
I don't think it happened. The young man said he seen it in Oscar's face, bro. It's written all over his face. He wants no smoke, like nobody else, right? I mean, come on, bro. Hey, but that was some great content, bro. He was dropping, man.
No, I agree.
Only thing I'm, you know, bro, let him roll, bro. Let him roll, bro. That's what I'm saying. Look, now the microphone done messed up, man. Come on, bro. That's real life shit. No, hey, the only thing I'm saying though is, you know, that's he has experiences and testimonies and stuff like that, bro, that some of us will never have and never could, maybe get an understanding or something like that. But I'm just saying with like boxing though, bro, what I mean? You have them where in the lifestyle, bro, just one mistake, what I mean? One choice, one chance can be the end of everything, bro. So, hey, like I said, I was asking earlier, where was EJ? So, they couldn't say his name, but I guess I'm glad that he didn't show up though, because how can he be the boogeyman if Bud is chasing him, right? I mean, how can he be the boogeyman if Bud is chasing him? That's what he wanted to know, bro. But I know. Hey, hold on. But the Easy Road wasn't in Texas this weekend, so he took a detour. What'd you say, right side?
The fight was in Dallas, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what they said. Fort Worth, right?
Yeah, Fort Worth. That's all right there. That's all
I thought Earl was in New York right now.
No, Earl was in. He was in.
Where he was at? I know where we just know where he wasn't at.
He was in Phoenix, bro. He was in Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, he doing promotion.
Hey man, look, he should have the same way I said Bud should have been at his fight. He should have been at this fight if he knew Bud.
Oh, come on, man. He already was at his fight, man.
A hooker fight. He didn't know that. Bud
We all knew, man. We all knew that Bud was gonna be at the hooker fight. Bud Hooker done been in the gym with Bo Mack and Bud for the longest. You know what I'm saying? And Bud done always supported Hooker, bro. Like we knew Bud was gonna be at that fight.
I mean, yeah, because he signed the Bud and Bo Mack and they collaborate. So yeah.
So hey, EJ, show your ass up too, bro. I want to see him there.
Right side. Hey, right side. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. You hear me, bro?
Sir.
The fight's already made, bro.
Why the hell?
Hey! One thing I want to say is this though.
The fight's already
Blair
made.
Cobb knew Bud was gonna be there. But hey! I bet you that. I bet you Blair Cobb knew Bud was gonna be there. He knew he was gonna have to pull up and ask him what's happening. Go ahead, bro.
The fight is already made, bro.
Well,
the fight is already made, bro. What they doing now? They building the fight with the publicity. With everybody talking about it.
Wait, hold up. Who idea is it to have them build a fight by not being able to meet and talk in front of the public?
Bro, look, let me ask you a question.
Make the fight. I mean, look, bro. If we talking about promoting the fight, I'm just saying. I mean, if they can come up and represent themselves respectfully as two kings, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? But now if they're gonna come up in there and they're gonna act kind of wild, then it's probably better that they didn't. But what I'm saying is that they had an opportunity to not have to worry about a future press conference if they could have just had one right then and there.
All right, well, what I was saying before you cut me off is that the fight is already made, bro. Yeah, the fight is already made. I'm gonna tell you like this: you can go back. Bud was sitting here doing promotions on Showtime already. Bud ain't never did shit on promotion. He doing the Hall of Fame thing on Showtime. Bud sat there and had an interview on Showtime. If he's not signed and got that fight ready, why is he doing interviews on Showtime? Think about it, bro. The fight's already made, but with the fight being a mystery, everybody worried about the date, people talking about it more. If you make a daggone video talking about Bud and Earl, you gonna get over 1,000 views instantly. Like, the fight's done. I ain't even worried about
if the fight was done, it would be better for promotion for them to put it out there and say, damn it, we done make the fight is here. You feel me? It would be much better for promoting the fight if they just go ahead and put it out there and allow us, because now we're not just talking about if the fight made. Now we breaking the fight down to every nth degree, even though we done already broke it down like that.
But look how much
guarantee
we're
gonna
continue now.
Go ahead.
Look how many people talk about it. They still got to get the venue. They still got to make the venue and see where they're going to be at. So they can't really say it until they get the venue and everything. But the deal's already made. Them two people fighting each other. That's why, like, when I was talking to daggone Derek James, shout out to Derek James, I talk to him all the time. And, they already in the gym preparing for the fight already. You mean he couldn't come out and tell me everything, but you know, if y'all don't believe, I got receipts in my DMs. But you know, I talk to him all the time. But the fight made basically, but you know, they just gotta get that venue set up. That's why I ain't even sweating the fight no more, because I already know it's made. They know you to sit there getting mad and sitting here and get my blood pressure up, because the fight is happening this year. Everybody know it, but it's causing such a high wave because of the anticipation. See, everybody anticipate that fight. I don't know how much that fight gonna be, because I don't know if they're gonna do it in MGM. I don't know, but you know, they waiting on the venue and the date. Because if the fight wasn't done yet, Showtime said that they already had to have the thing for their fall lineup, the launch their fall thing. Remember, it had to be in by last week, so they could drop their fall schedule. See, they ain't said nothing else about it, and they got their fall schedule about to drop. When that fall schedule drop, you'll see Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. Because if not, you see, there ain't no pressure or nothing on it right now. If it was, we'd have been hearing about it. The fight made. Everybody just sit back, relax, and wait for the fight. It's good. You ain't got to say fuck everybody right side.
Hey, you know, it's all out of, bro. It's out of frustration, man.
I know, bro. I know.
It's
Trust me,
just
I
out of
know.
frustration.
I had to sit back and think about it, and I had to talk to a few people because I was pissed off myself. Like, bro, I was about to daggone say the hell with boxing for the rest of the year, just be on my football stuff. You know, I said they ain't getting another penny out of me, but I said, you know what? Just had to talk to a few people.
Hey man, when football starts, you know what I'm saying? If they ain't announced the fight by the time football season start, bro, I'm rocking with my Cowboys. That's all I'm gonna be. I already been watching training camp every day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all. If y'all ain't gonna hear. Matter of fact, y'all gonna jump on. Y'all gonna be like, oh, right side live. Oh, it's all Cowboys talk. What's going on? He ain't talking no boxing. Nah, I ain't. Nah, damn that. I ain't doing it no more. I'm still gonna talk boxing, of course, but
A Cowboys fan in Georgia? Like what? Okay.
yeah, it's crazy. So I rock with all things Georgia except for the Falcons. And my dad, all his brothers, all my uncles have. When I was coming up, they were Cowboys fans. Plus, when I was a kid, that was, I was. Let me see. I was
My
5,
mom
6,
was
7,
Cowboys.
93, 94, 95. So when I first started learning about football, what I knew the Cowboys. And so I grew up a Cowboys fan, and I rock with everything else Georgia outside of the Cowboys.
My
The
mom
Hawks, the
loved the
Braves,
Cowboys.
the Bulldogs, you name it, it's Georgia except for the Falcons. I hate the Falcons.
So you had to go back to when you were in grade school when they were good to talk about how you're a fan of this team that hasn't been good since you were in grade school?
But I've been a fan of them since I was in grade school.
Okay. All right.
Emmitt Smith, Deion Sanders, Michael Irvin, Alvin Harper.
I mean, I hear you. Yeah, I mean, I got it. I mean, maybe you were just closer to grade school with me. I mean, but at a certain point, you give up on like childhood fantasies. Or maybe not.
Nope.
Hell,
I'm not. I don't. You got to pay me to give up on the Cowboys. You're gonna have to pay me to give up on them.
I've been a Colts fan since Eric Dickerson.
A Colts fan?
Eric Dickerson and Marshall Faulk. Those are my two favorite players ever.
You said a Colts fan? I thought they
yeah.
were. I thought they were the Vikings. Marshall Faulk was Vikings.
No, Marshall Faulk started with the Indianapolis Colts, then he went to the St. Louis Rams.
Oh, it's Rams. That's what I meant. The Rams.
The same thing as Eric Dickerson. They both played for the Colts and they both played for the Rams.
Oh. Yeah, I was I mean, I kind of like the Colts. I like the Peyton Manning Colts.
Yeah, we had Jim Harbaugh was our quarterback before Peyton Manning. People don't even remember that. When Jim Harbaugh took us to the playoffs and Pittsburgh cheated us, when they had Cordell Stewart and Neil O'Donnell, Jim Harbaugh, we had that Cinderella season.
Yeah, I mean, I was a Steelers fan when I was in grade school because of like Lynn Swann and shit, and Terry Bradshaw and all that. Like,
how old are you, bro?
51.
Oh, okay. Terry Bradshaw, Lynn Swann. I'm about to say.
Yeah. All that shit. I was, did Franco.
Mr. Run Out of Bounds, Franco Harris.
Yeah, Joe.
That man
I was never like, I'm not. but they've been like good since then, right? They've had a couple of, they had
Yeah,
the
y'all won a few
Coughlin
Super
years.
Bowls with big
You had
dudes.
like Mike Tomlin years. You had guys.
Yeah, y'all won.
You had guys you could get behind since the fucking Terry Bradshaw years. And when I
Yeah,
talk
y'all
about a
had
team, I
Ben
don't have to refer
Roethlisberger.
to
Y'all had
them
Neil
all the
O'Donnell.
way back in from the, and when I was still on punishment and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not that loyal fan. I don't know. None of my teams have been like that. Even like my Warriors, like whooping a lot of ass.
Are you a Golden State Warrior
Bro,
fan?
y'all just start whooping ass. Y'all been getting y'all ass drugged for the
Yeah, I'm
last
about to say
40
Yeah,
what
years.
no,
you
Nigga,
mean,
what you
man.
mean?
I'm saying,
What
like,
the Warriors expansion team is like the
no,
80s or
I'm
something?
saying, but I'm saying my Warriors have been more relevant in the same than the fucking Dallas Cowboys in that amount of time. But I'm a Lakers fan too, so it's been kind of like it's all
See,
good.
y'all
Right?
had drafted Chris Webber #1. Y'all didn't do that with Webber.
Yeah, I mean, my brother's a Sacramento Kings fan. I won some money off him, but I was Lakers and I'm a Lakers and Warriors fan. We're both Warriors fans, but he went Sacramento Kings and I went Lakers. Yeah, we're both Warriors.
Nah, Webber was Golden State.
Say again?
I thought Webber was drafted for Golden State.
He might have been, but I'm saying he ended up in Sacramento.
Yeah, well, actually, Golden State drafted Penny Hardaway, and Orlando had drafted Chris Webber, and they traded him. And Chris Webber ended up at Golden State, while Penny ended up with Orlando.
Yeah, he did. He was at Golden State for a minute, but his
Yeah, he
whole
started
like
his career there.
his like his Western Conference run was at Sacramento with like Mike
Yeah, I
Bibby.
know. I'm talking about where he started at.
Yeah. But yeah, I wasn't. I was never a Chris Webber fan. Like I said, I was a Laker fan. I like to.
Hey, if Orlando would have kept Chris Webber, they would have won a championship by now. Go ahead.
Nah, Penny Hardaway was a better fit.
Man, you crazy. Chris Webber and Shaq, bro. Can't nobody deal with that.
Chris Webber and Shaq would have did what Penny Hardaway and Shaq did, bro.
Man, what did Penny Hardaway do?
They beat the Bulls. They made it to the championship. Penny Hardaway.
I mean, baby, man. Well, I mean,
I can't read
hey, I think Chris Webber had a better career than Penny Hardaway, and he had a knee too.
Penny Hardaway got hurt, but Penny Hardaway and
Chris Webber got hurt.
Okay, but I'm talking about Chris Webber and Shaq wouldn't have missed as well as Penny and Shaq did, bro.
I mean, hey, I just want to win a championship, bro.
I know, but you already had Shaquille O'Neal down there. You didn't need Chris Webber because you had Shaquille O'Neal.
They obviously did.
Okay,
look, they went and tried to get Horace Grant.
Y'all kept winning the Eastern Conference. Y'all had Shaquille O'Neal. Y'all had Horace Grant. Y'all had everybody down there, bro.
They didn't need Horace Grant if they had got Chris Webber, though, bro. That's all I'm trying to say.
If you would have had Chris Webber, you would have had no point guard. Y'all didn't have no point guard. That's why y'all had Penny.
Man, they could go get a point guard, bro.
Bro, you couldn't just go get a point guard. There weren't point guards out there like that.
Oh, man, Kenny Anderson was out there somewhere.
All right, bro. Penny and Shaq was the tandem, bro. They was almost better than Kobe and Shaq. Penny and Shaq, he had the raw Shaquille O'Neal. Penny and Shaq.
Ooh, oh man, they
see the little Penny commercials.
Man, the fucking my Houston Rockets, Hakeem the Dream. Big shout out Clyde the Glide.
Hey man, if you ask Shaq, man, Shaq, he told you. Shit, Penny was Kobe before Kobe was Kobe. You know what I'm saying? That's what Shaq said.
Like, you keep shit no Penny. Like,
hey, and there it is right there by my brother right there. Nick Anderson was out there. Dennis Scott.
Exactly.
Well, they had a squad over there. They had a squad in Orlando, bro. They really did.
They didn't need Chris Webber.
If Penny could have stayed healthy, bro.
Chris Webber, man. Look, my man just said. Hold on, listen, real quick. But now, when they played Houston, right? There was no way that Shaq could do anything with the Dream, right? So he needed some help, obviously.
Chris Webber couldn't either.
I mean, that's what you said. I just think different. I think he did a better job than whatever else they had after that.
Hey, real quick, man. Shout out to my brother Bunny for stopping through, man. Salute to you. He said, "What's up to everybody, man?" And Penny was Kobe before he wasn't Kobe. Oh, hey, man, I'm just saying. That's what Shaq said. I didn't say it. Shaq said that. Shaq said it, not me.
And look, the hell thing, you didn't need Chris Webber because you had Grant Hill at the time, bro. You had Grant Hill, Nick Anderson, Brad Shaw, Shaquille O'Neal, and Horace Grant with Penny Hardaway.
I forgot Grant Hill was on that team, bro. I forgot Grant was over there.
What?
Before he went to the
Hold on,
Pistons?
man. Wait, hold on, man. Check the facts, bro. I don't think he was.
Bro, I'm looking at the facts right now.
Grant was. He was with Orlando before he went to the Pistons.
They had Daryl Armstrong, Dennis Scott, Penny Hardaway, Horace Grant, Anthony Bowie, Jeff Turner, Shaquille O'Neal, Donald Royal, Brian Shaw, Anthony Event, Brooks Thompson, Grant Hill, and Nick Anderson. They didn't need Chris Webber.
They
could have used Chris Webber, though. They could have used Chris Webber.
Yeah,
they could have used him, but then you'd have to take Grant Hill out. And Grant was a beast in his own right.
Bro, what year was that?
95.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Hey, man, where A1 Hoops on at? Check it out, bro. Grant Hill went to Orlando when they signed Tracy McGrady.
95 roster, bro. I'm looking right at it.
And tried to get what's your guy? Tim Duncan, but Tim Duncan said no. But go ahead, bro.
Grant Hill was never healthy either.
Hey, man, y'all smash the like button. Everybody in the building, make sure y'all smash the like button, sub to the channel. You know what I'm saying? And appreciate everybody coming through, man. Appreciate y'all. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at the 95 roster when they went there. They had the number one record in the NBA too, 57-25.
My brother Bunny, he said, hey, what he say? Scotty was better than Jordan. Damn, hard pill to swallow. Hey man, Scotty's talented, bro. Scotty is an underrated player in the sport of basketball. He's one of the most underrated players, in my opinion, of all time. And
his legacy came down to one shot. Game 7, Western Conference Finals between the Portland Trailblazers and my Lakers. And for the buzzer beater for all the marbles, he fucking bricked. He could have surpassed Jordan. He had his moment, and he fucking bricked the fucking shot. And forever he will be like second fiddle to Jordan, I feel like, from that one thing. And actually, I think we three-peat or something.
Hey, you know the crazy thing, right? Even though they had Shaquille O'Neal on the team, right? Anthony Hardaway netted a team lead in 1,780 points for Orlando. While Dennis Scott averaged 17 or more points a game, Shaquille racked up 596. Hold up. That's crazy. Anthony Hardaway led the team in points with Shaquille on the team, bro.
Say it again.
It just showed that Anthony Hardaway was leading the team in points that year. In that year when they had the 60 wins and 22 losses, Penny Hardaway netted a team lead in 1,780 points for Orlando. Shaquille racked up 596 rebounds. Hardaway got 582 assists for the squad. The Magic scored 8,571 points. It only gave up 8,115. Yeah, Penny Hardaway was the team leader over Shaq, buddy. But you don't need Hardaway, you need Webber. You better look at their stats.
But who led the Rockets? I bet you it was the Dream.
It was Hakeem Olajuwon.
Okay, right. Well, he didn't have to defer for no backcourt guy to get his shine, bro.
Hey, real quick, man.
How come he didn't bring it up? He had Kenny Smith bringing the ball up and Sam Cassell.
Salute to the brother JT for stopping through, man. Much love to you, JT. Appreciate you stopping through tonight, bro. Y'all keep doing my bad.
JT, I just had to pull it up, JT, so you're old. And I said the 95 season, buddy. 95. I got it right here.
My brother R. West said Grant, he went to Orlando in 2000. Wow.
Right.
Well, it got it right here.
Yeah, smoke on the pot. Yeah, smoke. That's definitely smoke, man. You know, you can't. Everybody knows smoke. Facts. Dennis Rodman is definitely underrated.
Dennis Rodman was a beast at the Detroit Pistons. He used to average 20 points and 20 rebounds a game. Then they stopped making him a score. They told him just a rebound. Oh, tell me he is right. They said Grant Hill came later. They just had him right there on the all-time Orlando team. That's what I'm looking at.
But Bernard King, extremely underrated. Facts.
Yeah.
Bernard King. Hey, what's my boy named Bill Cartwright with that crazy ass 3-pointer?
Hey, if you ever want to see, go watch Bill Cartwright shoot a free throw, bro. I don't know how that shit made it to the rim. All wrist, bro. All wrist. No elbows, no arm, all wrist. That's it.
I'm talking about his 3-pointer though. Bill Cartwright, man, he used to have that thing cocked up to the. I said, how the hell does he aim that thing?
Yeah, I used to shoot like that too. I played basketball. When I played, bro, I swear I did. I pulled the ball.
Can't nobody block you. Can't nobody block you.
Pull the ball to the wrong side of my head and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, at least won't nobody block it. It'd be hard to block that thing.
Kevin Durant shoot like that.
I've seen him with the liquid stroke. I ain't seen him shoot like Bill Cartwright now.
He don't shoot like Bill Cartwright, but he do pull the ball to the wrong side.
Hey,
you know?
hey, I got a question for you guys real quick though. Right? When they just had this draft coming up, when they just had the NBA draft, did you guys agree with the number 1, number 2, and number 3 picks? If y'all know,
bro, I didn't even see the draft. Honestly, bro, I stopped watching basketball a while ago. Like I don't know what happened to the NBA, and I like college basketball, but it just don't seem the same as when I used to watch it. Like it ain't like it used to be, bro. Like I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, but I ain't watching no NBA. I might watch the playoffs every now and then, but I ain't really watched the NBA for about 5-6 years now.
Yeah, hey, Bernard King he was a bucket, a walking bucket, bro. He was getting buckets at will. Bernard King could hoop, bro. He could definitely hoop.
Yep. John Paxson could hoop too, though. People used to underestimate him and Kirk. Paxton and Kirk.
Hey man, who y'all most overall? Who's the overall most underrated hooper that y'all know? Who would y'all consider the most underrated basketball player of all time?
My boy Reginald Wayne Miller.
Reggie Miller, he ain't underrated.
My man did his ring, bro.
And he said, when it comes to basketball, the light skins guy. Boy, bro, Cartwright shot, yeah. But why modern basketball shoes so like?
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't care what nobody say. I still think the hottest shoes was still them Scottie Pippen Airs that came out in '95, bro. Like, bro, I still buy some more of that big air bubble, and it had the air on the side of it. Them damn Pippins was hard, bro.
Bro, do y'all remember the Barclays, bro? The Barclays that had Nike on the side of them, the black and white joints.
I don't remember that, but do you remember the Pippins that had the big air, the AIR on the side of it?
Yeah, I remember those Pippins. I remember them.
Well, them shits were still the hardest jokes. Them and them AIs. But, I still got a pair of the answers that I had. I had all 3 colors. I had the white and black ones. I had the red and blue ones. I mean, the shoe was already white. The shoe was all white, but like the tips in the back, it was red and blue. Like I had the all white was with the red. I had the all white was with the blue. I had the all white was with the red and the blue. The answers.
You talking about the answers?
Yeah.
Nah, so those the ones that zipped up, right?
Nah, the answer was the one that was like, it was like the Jordan Fusions, but like at the front part, you had a part that go across the front that had a different color, and at the back it had like a different color. You know, that's hard to explain them shits, bro. Hold on, let me go see if I still got the thing back there. Hold up.
Dominique, he played hard. Hey, that's a fact, bro.
Oh,
Dominique,
that's the human highlight reel.
the human highlight reel, bro. That was, as a being a Georgia boy. Hey, I rock with Dominique hard, bro. Like that's
Dominique and Clyde the
Hey,
Glide Drexler, boy, they used to play hard. Clyde the Glide Drexler, Dominique Wilkins, the Rain Man, Sean Kemp, before he got paid and got
chill.
300 pounds.
Hey, right side, check this out though. You remember the year, bro, when the Atlanta Hawks was leading the league in wins at the All-Star break, and then they traded Dominique.
and then I remember that year.
Bro,
Bro, the Hawks. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love the Hawks. I love them, but they've made questionable decisions as far as the front office goes for many years. So, and
bro, they was number one in the NBA in wins, and old girl, she was a big Dominique fan. You know what I'm saying? So she was like thinking that they finally was about to get their just due, and then they traded him at the trade deadline for Danny Manning. And man, I'm telling you, bro, she ain't
Danny
said nothing
Manning,
about
bro.
the Hawks ever since.
Bro, Danny Manning, bro. And Danny Manning, he could hoop, but
He's a good player, bro.
he was just a decent player, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Dominique brought, man, I ain't no way you get rid of Dominique for no fucking Danny Manning, man. I don't know what they was thinking. I don't know what was going on, bro. It had to be some smoke in the water, man. They was trying to screw the season up.
Yeah. Hey, Lenny Wilkins, bro. He was coaching. And he wanted, the kind of like Larry Brown, win the right way or my way or it's the highway, even if you Dominique, bro. But I'm just like, I could understand if you let the season play out and they fall short, then you can either decide to tear it down or add a piece or two. But at the All-Star break, bro, when you're number one, you don't just let that go for nothing, And Danny Manning was a great player, bro. But the thing is right, Atlanta was set up where Dominique was the main guy, and then but check it out though. What's my man Kevin Willis was grabbing all of the misses and putting them back up, so he was number 2 in scoring. He was almost a double guy, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
So, but when they go get Danny Manning, all of a sudden Kevin Willis becomes the focal point of the offense. So instead of being down there rebounding, he wanted to try to shoot fadeaways now.
Yeah. That was that bullshit. That was that BS, man. That's what I ain't gonna. That was that BS, man. All right, hey, my brother Mr. Lightning World said Steph got a championship before and after Durant. He made a Durant sandwich. Hey,
They had Spud Webb in Atlanta too. They had Atlanta. They had Spud Webb.
No, hey, real quick. Those aren't the answers, bro. Those are the questions.
Yeah, but they was called the answers back in the day, but they changed it around. They used to be the answers back in the day.
Okay, I remember them because I had a couple pair of them as well.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I could have the answers, man. I swear I thought the answers would have zipped well, and maybe the way you saying is the way it happened, but I know those answers.
I had 95, right?
Say it again.
Those in 95. They just re-brought them back out.
You said you had a win?
Those are the ones that he came out with in 1995, but they just re-brought them back out.
Okay.
Those shoes back in 95. Those are the same shoes he had in 95. They just re-brought them back out.
AI?
Allen Iverson, bro.
AI went in the league in 95?
Bro. Or was it 97? I was in high school when it came out. Let me see what year it was. It was when I was in high school.
Yeah, maybe, 97 possibly.
I graduated in 99, so.
Yeah, that makes sense because I don't think AI was drafted until like 97 or some shit. So.
Yeah, no, he was with that Georgetown team.
Okay. He didn't have his own shoe though in college.
Nah, he had it when he first year.
Hey, facts are Wes. Hey, Murray. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. The Hawks, y'all can argue me down about this one, but the Hawks, I believe they gonna have the best backcourt in the league, bro. Especially now that with Murray on there, with Trae Young.
Hey,
What?
you hear me?
Yeah, you good. Go ahead, bro.
Reebok's Iver Allison line debuted in 1996 as Allen Iverson, did a rookie shooting guard for the Philadelphia 76ers. Touched the NBA hardwood with the iconic Reebok question. Followed the question, Reebok moved to AI to answer from 96 to 2009. So it was in 99, 96, 95, 96.
Hey.
Crazy how that shit's over damn 25 years ago, huh?
Man, that shit crazy as hell. That shit crazy. I remember my first time getting those shoes, bro. I believe I was like in like the 5th grade or some shit, bro. Like my first time getting those shoes. So,
How old are you, right side?
I'm 34.
Oh, okay. I'm 40.
Hey, so how old were you guys when y'all first dunked though?
I was in 8th grade. My first time dunking, 8th grade, and like I was very uncoordinated, and I was long and lanky, but I was very uncoordinated in middle school. You feel me? So 6th and 7th grade, you know, I could touch the rim, but I wasn't just putting it down. First time dunking was 8th grade, and then as I got older, then I started being able to put shit together. You know what I'm saying? Dunk different type of ways.
First time dunking, I was in the 10th. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I told you, I didn't get tall until I hit prison. But like, I was like 5'7", 5'8", and like around the 10th grade from playing football and boxing stuff, I had got my calves and everything up, and I could start dunking then. But like when I hit like 20 and 21. Hell, I was catching stuff off the backboard. I could bounce it and go up there and get it. Hell, I was 6'3" then. So I had already had ups at 5'7", 5'8". So when I became 6'3", it was a whole lot easier. I could catch it from anywhere then. But yeah, I was smacking backboard in the 5th grade, in the 6th grade. Y'all remember that, slapping the backboard?
Hey, yeah. You remember when you do a layup and you slap the backboard, bro? You big time. You big time back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever pinned a shot to the backboard, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like when I play. You know what I'm saying? I love playing defense. Defense was my thing. My offense started to develop later as I got older. You know what I'm saying? But I was always a savant at defense. I understood the game. And because I could see what was coming. And so I swear I remember I was playing AAU, and this dude, we were playing the team from Florida, bro. Dude comes in for a layup or whatever. I pinned the shit to the glass. You know what I'm saying? And the crowd the crowd, they go crazy. And so when they go crazy, and I played for the team called the Warner Robin Express. And so we had our team, and then we had the older team as well. So the older group, they in the stands watching us play. Everybody going crazy. So the dude who shot out blocked, this dude, he pissed the fuck off, and he started yelling and shit, and he get teed up. And he was the best player on their team. He get teed up. Then when he get teed up, he go off on the ref. The ref throw him out the game. You know what I'm saying? And then his coach started going crazy, and because they threw him out the game. The coach get thrown out the game. And I'm sitting here like, damn, all this shit was from a block shot, and I didn't even think about it then. But then, you start to think about it now when you look back at it, bro. Hey, that was my thing right there, bro. I used to put shit on the goddamn on the backboard, bro. That's what my favorite thing to do, going up and trying to catch somebody's shit 2 hands off the glass. That was my favorite shit to do.
I used to let a person go past me and pin their shit from behind.
No, I ain't let you go past me.
Make up speed. You know what I'm saying? I can make up the speed quick. So, I let them go past and then pin them from behind or take it from behind. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But hell, I was a shooter, though. I used to stay out there on that, like from the corner or from diagonal 3-point, I'm good. I
Straight
went
ahead, you couldn't hit shit. I said straight ahead, you couldn't hit shit.
Hell nah, I couldn't hit nothing straight ahead. But get me
Hey,
out there on that wing or in the corner, I'm good.
that was me too, bro. That was me too.
But I don't know what it was about trying to shoot that thing from the top of the key. I could not hit that crap. Now free throws was automatic though, but trying to pull that thing from the top of the key, it just used to always go crooked on me. Now you like, damn.
Hey, you know what I do, man, from the top of the key? Hey, I scream out signature. I shoot that ball and bank it off that backboard straight off in that hoop, bro, for 3.
See, I could never get the hang of that backboard, bro. Like all my things be bottoms. But I used to play against my uncle, boy. He used to tear me up with the backboard. Like he hit 3-pointers from backboard. I'm like, how the hell you hit the bank shot from out there? Like, boy, he was a backboard king.
Man, I used to. So when I was coming up, I live in a base town. So the best ball you could go catch, you know what I'm saying, in high school and shit for us was if we go play on base, you playing with, they had a base league and everything out there. So we would go on base, you know what I'm saying, to go run with them or whatever. And I ran into this cat, man. He could, short ass dude. He probably was like 5'7", 5'8", but he was wet, bro. Like he could shoot, right? And whenever he started shooting, once he shot a 3, bro, he like layup, and he'll be, you know what I'm saying, he'd be wetting your ass. And that shit used to piss me to. And with the cats I used to run with, like niggas could shoot like that, you know what I'm saying, but we weren't shooting like he was shooting at the time. We had one dude who was Kenny, but Kenny, he went to Warner Robert. He didn't even play with us, so you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, but Kenny's still that's my dude today. But at the same time, bro, when that nigga used to say layup, and then put that bitch in the air, and you knew it was wet, and then he'll sit there and just walk down the court. He was shooting to Steph Curry before Steph Curry was pulling that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
You know something? I didn't have the best dribbles or nothing like that, but I played high school basketball, football, and everything. But if I get the ball, they couldn't stop me from taking that thing to the rack though, because I had one of the quickest first steps though. Like my dribble was basic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't really basic, but all that fancy between the legs, all that right there, I get the ball and I take one step and I'm gone. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm busting off to the right or I'm busting off to the left. I'm not doing all that fancy stuff. I used to use just pure speed just to take it down and get it straight to the rack. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when they had to guard me, they just had to guard against my first step. Like, my first step was dangerous. I mean, I knew enough to dribble a little something, but dribbling wasn't my skill. Like, I can bring the ball up court and everything like that, but, like, when it's time to dribble, I know how to make my shot and go ahead and get to the daggone backboard. I know how to get to the lane.
Bro, it was crazy because when I was young, like, in 9th grade, you know what I'm saying, I played center. And when I got my senior year, I played the 3. You know what I mean? And it was crazy because in 9th grade, because I was so, I wasn't taller than everybody, but I was tall and skilled. So, I started whatever. And then my sophomore year, I got moved up to varsity. And so, but I was coming off the bench. But I was still playing center at the time. You know what I mean? So, because I was 6'3" at the time, 6'4", somewhere in there. And so, I was like you, like we used to run what our coach, our main focus of offense was called the weave. I get the ball at the top of the key, bro, and usually I had a big slow dude guard me, bro. I ain't have no fancy dribble moves, nothing like that, bro. I'm going to my right hard, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go past you, I'm gonna get to the rim every time.
Exactly.
That's
if
it.
If I go too hard, then I'll reverse the layup. If I done went too fast and too hard, then I'll reverse the layup on the other side. Because I done went past my side to do the layup, I just reverse it. But everybody knew I'm going full speed right there. I might do a little hesitation. I might do like a little crossover. Like I had a basic ass crossover, but it didn't get them. Like,
and we had a rule. We had a rule, bro. We had a rule that when we started practicing, you know what I'm saying, or while we were practicing, it was 2 dribbles or less. You feel me? If you couldn't make your move happen in 2 dribbles, then you got to pass the ball. And so when I would get it, bro, it would take me. I would go to my right, that one dribble, and I'm at the rim damn near. Martinez said they didn't force you left. Nah, bro, because and now at practice, my teammates started trying to force me left. The problem was the majority of the time, bro, when we ran up against other schools, they ain't never seen me play. I ain't never seen them play, and so it was they wouldn't expect, especially with me being as uncoordinated as I was at the time. You know what I'm saying? They weren't expecting me to be able to do what I was able to do, man. So yeah, nah, it was fun though, man. I miss those days. I miss those days. That's when you didn't have shit to worry. You didn't have to worry about waking up going to work in the morning. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to worry about those type of things. But it was all good. It's all to the good, man. D Ray, man, did you play ball?
Yes and no, bro.
So
I wasn't great enough until like afterwards, but
I couldn't
in
hear you,
college
bro.
though, bro, I was trying to walk on though.
Oh, hell, I was in prison by then, so
Yeah.
they came and grabbed me my
And that's
12th
the
grade
thing
year.
too, fam. I bet you seen some real athletes in there that you was like, boy, only if the world would have seen what this Joker could do.
Yeah, see, because I was in maximum security, so I was in there with these guys from DC, from Lawton, some people from New York. Like, I was on the A League basketball league too. We had A League, B League, and C League, like the leagues in basketball, football, and stuff in there while we played football. And like the top guys would play on the A League team, and you have about 16 teams, and they have tournaments in there, just like you have B League, and then you have the 6 foot and under teams that play with 6 feet and under. And I was playing this in there with this one dude. They called him Jordan, and he was from DC. Like that boy right there. He man, that nigga lived in the air. He lived in the air, and he had some handles. And he had a jumper. Like the man was crazy good, but like. Man, most of the guys that I was in there playing with on the A League was better than a lot of the guys in the NBA, to be honest. And that's no cap. But like, there's a lot of talent that never made it. And like, hell, the fact that I was 6'3" and I can bounce the ball and just jump straight up and dunk that thing when I was 6'3". Like I can do it off on one bounce and just like. Well, we used to have some games in there. That's what helped the time go by. And you used to get rewards and stuff. Like if your team won, like you get a lot of commissary and rewards. So that made it exciting. Made people want to do it. Shoe shining and shit.
But it's crazy how much talent, you know what I'm saying, that we miss out on because of those activities. You feel me? And that's one of the things, bro. We gotta. I always say we gotta help the youth do better, bro. We can't allow them to end up in the same shoes that we ended up with. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't been to jail like that, so I can't say.
I'm trying to teach my sons and stuff because, like, my son, he don't know if he want to play baseball, basketball, football,
Baseball.
Yeah, I used to play baseball as well. So I played every sport. I even played soccer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I stayed. Like I used to stay busy around. I was just a fan of athletics. Like I just love to play. Now kids playing on the PlayStation and stuff all the time. When I was growing up, I used to play sports and everything. Now kids playing sports on games and stuff. Like that's why the Army sat there and said that all the people that's coming in for spring training and breaking training, they breaking their bones and everything. Like kids nowadays are so brittle. Like they didn't grow up like we grew up, getting physical and everything. Like their bodies is weak now.
Hey, bro. So how old is your son then?
My oldest boy, he gonna turn 9 in October, and my youngest boy, he's 5.
Oh, you got some babies then. I heard that, bro.
My daughter's 14 though.
Okay. She plays sports too or no?
No, my daughter, she's shy. She like to, I told her she can stay in the house until she's 40 if she wants to. She ain't got to worry about it. But I got a beautiful little girl, but she's got anxiety and stuff. She don't like to be around everything. And hell, I don't want her around people anyway. You know, you can stay up and down and play.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? She still has a little kid mentality. I let her do what she do. Daddy, little girl, you ain't got to go nowhere.
Absolutely. The princess, huh?
Yeah, that's my princess. She 14. She don't like boys or nothing like that. You know, I mean, you know, as long as she can do whatever she want to do. As long as
Right.
I told her, I said, look, you go to school, you get good grades in high school, you graduate, daddy'll get you any car you want.
There you go.
I'll get you any car you want. As long as you stay away from boys and everything. It's time for that when you get out the house. But right now, you don't need to focus on it. Because they don't mean you no good.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So you got, as far as your boys go, you said 9 and 5?
Yeah.
And I got a 7-year-old, you know what I'm saying? So, and I was trying to get my son. I was like, all right, hey, bro, I'm putting you in football, whatever.
Hey, sound like I can get to coach these young men. Go ahead. They are all around the same age lane.
Nah, and I told him, I was like, hey, bro, I'm signing you up for football. He was like, I don't want to play football, Daddy. I was like, why not? He was like, well, it's fun, but I want to play soccer. That's what I love to play. And I was like, all right, cool. You want to play soccer? I'm cool with it. The problem is I don't know. I mean, I don't watch the World Cup, but
as a dad, you need to figure it out. You need to find out what your son like and learn about the sport.
And that's what's pushing me to learn about it now. You know what I'm saying? Soccer season starts for us, you know, and it's great because with soccer, you got a fall season and you got a spring season. You know what I'm saying? So
that's big money right there too. Look at Cristiano Ronaldo in there.
Yeah, and I told him, my whole thing is as long as you staying active, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my brother, hold on real quick. Salute to my brother Philip H, man, coming through. You know what I'm saying? And look what he just put, golf. Golf is the best one for him, and I golf. That's what I love to do. And my son, he done been out there with me multiple times. He got his own clubs. Now, the love for the sport ain't all the way there yet, but definitely, I think hey, if you start at a young age, I just feel like you can become great at whatever you do if you start at a young age. So
yeah, I'm trying to teach them deep sea
definitely out there playing soccer definitely playing golf when I play. So go ahead, my bad, bro.
I took him to putt golf. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I used to like putt golf, but you know, I ain't really too good at golf either. So I be trying to teach them how to hunt and fish too, though.
Facts. I love fishing. I ain't took my son hunting yet. I figure we'll do that soon. I don't even know, bro. It's so interesting to.
Now you gotta teach them gun safety early, though. You teach them gun safety early. That way, there won't be no mistakes about it. You feel what I'm saying? You teach them gun safety and respect of a gun at an early age, and you ain't got to worry about any mishaps happening.
Facts. And, you know, my thing, though, it's a fine line there, in my opinion, a very fine line. And, you know, me and my son, we've talked multiple times. He know how to, well, I'm not going to say he knows how to. He's seen me, you know what I'm saying, break a gun down, those type of things. But I don't know what the right age. Like, I always feel like, I'm like, man, it's never too early to teach
it. Somebody break into your house, or if the world go bad, you would wish he know it, right?
You don't want them to be able to shoot with you. Yeah, that's a fact.
Exactly. I feel like when they get the age of 5, about 6 or 7, when they get the age where their comprehension is good, you start teaching them that crap, because you know that's skills that that'll save a life one day. Because you don't want them in there searching for it and find it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Teach them a healthy respect of it early. Once you teach them a healthy respect of a gun, you know that guns don't kill people, stupid people do.
Smoke, you still with us, Smoke?
He might have passed out. That's how I usually do. I be on there with full counter. I be out there twisted.
Nah, man, I just appreciate y'all coming through, man, showing me love. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always got a platform over here. You feel me? And as the channel grows, man, definitely. Always remember, you gotta, regardless of who on, bro. Like, you gotta remember your day ones, and y'all my day ones, bro. Like, I rock with y'all the long way. So I appreciate y'all showing me so much love. I appreciate everybody in the chat showing up and showing out and showing me love as well. I just, it's interesting because my brother G5, he told me, he said, man, when you get your channel going, bro, you gonna be surprised who really rock with you. You gonna be, look, hold up, man, hold up, man. I got my brother, my OG in the building, man. KQKC, salute to KQKC, man. Much love to you, KQ. Appreciate you coming through, bro, rocking with me, man. You know I got much love for you, and you definitely always have showed me love. I gotta get with you, OG. You gonna be my second. You my second interview that I want to get going. I got one coming up this week. Next week I want to get on. I'm gonna reach out to you via Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And we'll definitely set it up, man. We'll definitely set it up. But yeah, going back to it real quick, like the brother Philip H was saying, man, he played golf. My brother R. West was talking about he golf. He said he the worst golfer. I don't think he's worse than me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm pretty horrible at it as well. He said he plus 8. I'll go out to a par 3 course and fuck around and shoot 100. So I ain't gonna. Hey, don't get me started on that. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate you, Philip H, man. I appreciate you for showing up and showing out, man. And once again, man, if anybody ever want to jump on me, y'all let me know. I'll drop the link for y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop it right now just because we got the family in the chat and individuals showing out and showing love, man. And you just don't know how much it means. It means so much for D-Ray, Smoke, Upper Echelon, for y'all to jump on with me, rock with me the way y'all been rocking with me, man. The individuals in the chat, man, Philip, R. West, Mark Nash, KQKC, Lisa Bell, all of y'all, man. I got a ton of love for y'all. Knockout Boxing showed up earlier tonight, man. Everything Boxing, Cassandra, everybody who's showing up, man. It means a ton. It means a ton because at the end of the day, you know, when you do go live, you never know who's really gonna be there to show up for you, who's gonna show you love like that. And for everything y'all doing, man, I just appreciate y'all. I really appreciate y'all, and I want y'all to understand that and to know that. And I want to make sure I'm telling y'all personally that I appreciate y'all because it means a lot to me and me trying to get my channel off the ground. And the individuals like Mark Nash hit me up behind the scenes and he like, hey, bro, you need to do this. You know what I'm saying? You need to do this. KO here hit me up. He like, hey, if I get to this number right here, I don't give a fuck. I'm still rocking with you. I'm rocking with you, bro. And all of that means a lot, man. It really does. And so, man, much love to y'all, brothers, man. Much love. And hey, like I said, man, we got a series coming out, and I want all of y'all a part of this series that's coming out, man. So definitely be checking your emails, your different chats, your live streams, whatever you got going on. Be looking for it because I'm looking to start setting dates up, and we're gonna start getting these interviews going, man. That's what we're looking to do next. We're gonna start getting interviews going, and we really want to get to know the community. You know what I'm saying? I ain't found out the right the right title or name for it yet, but at the same time, we definitely and you know, you have people who interview boxers, who interview trainers. That's what they want to do. What I want to do is I want to get to know the people. You feel me? The people who's in the chat with me. Those individuals, me and D-Ray. D-Ray Promotion. I'm going to tell you, D-Ray Promotion is the first person to ever tell me, hey, you good for this sport of boxing, bro. We need people like you in the sport of boxing. D-Ray was the first person to ever tell me that, and it meant a lot to me when he said it. And so, and then when he calls into a show, you know what I'm saying? If you see me in the chat, guess what they say? What's up, right side? Y'all, those small things means a lot. They mean so much. And in the community that we in right now, it's really a niche sport as far as boxing goes.
Yeah, I remember me and you was in Blue Blood thing together. You feel me?
Yeah, facts.
I started my channel ain't nothing but 2 months old. You know what I'm saying? I just got monetized last month, though. But you know, And like with a couple of my things, my channel popped off quick though. Like, I mean, I got a lot of support. You know, people was feeling the content and everything because, you know, I was looking at it from a different point of view. You know, I came with the breakdowns that other people wasn't doing. And so, you know, it ain't the fastest, but, you know, it broke my channel jumped off pretty quick. Like I still see people that's done been doing it longer and still ain't monetized yet. So I'm grateful for everything and everybody that supported me. And, you know, I've been trying to go and do everything to the best of my abilities now because I see how it works. I see
and because of
how the money do and all that.
But Upper, because of the content you come with, you know what I'm saying? The content you come with, you know, we ain't got no trouble. I mean, we ain't got nothing else but all we can do is support because you come with the realness, you know what I'm saying? That's what you do. So salute to you for it, bro. Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Lisa
That's
Bezel.
why, you know, everybody that be rocking with me, I be trying to show my love back to them, you know. You know, I just try to reciprocate what I get, you know, because people don't got to listen to me. You know, they ain't got to listen to me.
I feel the same way. Bro, I just have a lot of respect for y'all brothers, man. I got so much respect for everybody because of the work that they show.
I try to get real and not try to water it down. You
Say it again?
I said I could do a Canelo route like some people do, but I'm not going to sit there and debase myself and sell myself out like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, absolutely. Absolutely. And the other thing is we all have such different opinions and views on the great sport of boxing. That's really what we don't all agree. But at the same time, to be able to jump on and have that conversation with like-minded individuals, just to be honest, man, my best friends, you know what I'm saying? People I've grown up with my entire life. I can talk basketball. I can talk football with them. I start talking boxing. Everybody lost. They don't have a clue what I'm talking about. You feel me? And so just to have individuals like y'all who are supporting the channel, who showing love and talking that great sport with me, it means a lot because I'll be honest, I talk to y'all more probably than I talk to anybody else because we have that common thought process and we all love the sport so much, man. So just much respect to all of y'all brothers, man. Much respect.
I like talking to people that can see what I see. You feel what I'm saying? Like I be talking to a lot of people, and I got a lot of people that comment on my videos, and they think I'm delusional and everything. I be like, what do people be seeing? Like it's like they looking at something but can't understand. But then I realize I can see it better because I experienced it because I used to do it. So the fact that I used to do it, I can see more than what they can see because they don't really know what they're looking at. So I be trying to break it down so I can show people what I see. So they can see like boxing through my eyes. And you know, I'm gonna be on that football coming up too, because that's my jump. Like I used to break the bookie every year. The bookies hate me in college football. Cause I be having them 3 picks, them line picks. I clean up every year.
Hey, as long as you betting with Georgia, bro, you gonna be straight, bro. You gonna be straight. As long as you with Georgia, you gonna be straight, bro.
Get the SEC play. Georgia gonna be covering the spread.
No, hey, I agree with that. I agree. Georgia does not cover the spread the way that they should. But the thing is they win. They goddamn win, bro. And
you don't mean that when you got that spread. When you giving up,
well, no, don't mean nothing to you when you betting. When you betting this, it's about the spread. When me,
if you're giving up 30 and 40 points, you winning ain't doing nothing for me.
Man, Georgia ain't giving up no damn 30 or 40 points. You talking about? They not giving up. They not scoring points like that, but they not giving up.
Georgia, Alabama, and them like they be giving up 30 points sometimes, 40 points sometimes, especially when they playing schools like Citadel and all them stuff. Like, see, Georgia and Alabama, they powerhouse schools. So when they play
because we be done put our third string in the game. We want everybody to get some.
Exactly. But see, y'all playing schools in the SEC, y'all third streamers still run up the score on them. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like in SEC play, Georgia don't be, covering the spread. But most time SEC teams, they be having to give other teams 28, 30 points a game anyway.
Yeah.
That's why the spread be working. SEC notorious for giving up 20, 30 points on the spread.
On bet spread.
They be covering it too. Like you got Alabama beating teams by 70 points. Like they beat Citadel 77-0. And like Florida State was beating like that. Like them college games be blowouts. And see, that's what makes it so different from the NFL. Because see, in the NFL, they have a gentleman thing where you don't try to blow out. But in college, you try to run up the score as high as you can because that affects your national championship run.
No, but that's the best thing about it. When Georgia plays these other teams, right? These teams that we know that they're not on the same level, and that's why I respect Kirby, bro. I got a lot of love for Kirby. Kirby made Alabama. Nick Saban didn't make Alabama. Kirby was the main recruiter over in Alabama. That's a whole nother story. Listen, when we play those teams, a lot of times in the first quarter, we'll get our shit off. And then after we get our shit off, guess what? We got the second, third string teams in there, and we're not trying to run the score up. We just trying to get everybody some playing time. And while we getting their playing time, they running the score up, man. They running the score up.
Yeah, your backups are running up too because you're a powerhouse school. And if you got a D1 team and you got the best offense and the best defense out there, then your second string should be high powered too because they going up against the best offense and the best defense time after time. So They got to get better, right?
Hey, people like to shit on Georgia's offense, right? Guess why Georgia offense is always going to be great? Because our defense. No, not because of the running game. Because our defense is so. Last year we had one of the greatest defenses ever. And imagine you're playing against defense every day. You play against that defense every day. You ain't got no chance. You ain't got no choice but to get better, bro. You're gonna get better.
But that defense be going against the second stream offense, though.
No. Kirby is a firm believer of one-on-ones. You know what I'm saying? 2s on 2s. Now, there are times, especially in camp, early in camp, that's one thing. But as the season is moving forward, now it's 1s versus 1s, bro. That's Kirby's mentality.
Oh, okay.
Iron sharpen iron.
Your twos ain't getting better unless they get some reps against the ones.
Hold on real quick. My brother Philip A said, man, I ain't no Georgia fan, but look like they got it figured out. They won the last 2 titles, haven't they? No, they won the last one. They lost against Alabama the year before. Last year was our first time winning the national championship since I believe 1980. I believe that was the last time we won a national championship.
Y'all should have won it with Ty Gurley and Nick Chubb.
We should have. I agree with that.
Y'all had that one punch of Gurley and Chubb. Good gracious.
But look, man, hey, I ain't gonna prolong it tonight, man. I got some things to do tomorrow. So I'm gonna jump off a little earlier. Normally we'll go for 3-4 hours, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up, man. So we're gonna start with get the smoke. You there? Can you hear me, Smoke? All right, I don't know if Smoke there. So D-Ray, you there, D-Ray?
Yes, sir.
Well, we're gonna come to you last, upper echelon. Go ahead, give your final thoughts, your last words. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go ahead and shut it down tonight. Just because I got a few things I got to get handled. But go ahead, give your final thoughts.
And I remember I told you I was going to come on, so I had to get up and like, hell nah, I can't leave bro out there. But yeah, y'all check me out, upper echelon, man. I keep hot shit dropping every day. And next week, with this week coming up, I'm doing the top 25 NCAA teams. I'm going to give y'all the breakdowns on the teams because, I be having my gambling spot coming on with the guaranteed picks and the top 3 picks and over and under. You feel me? Each week I'm gonna give you one guaranteed pick.
For football, it's the top 10 teams for football, right?
Top 25 NCAA teams.
For football.
Yeah.
Hey, Georgia got to be number 1, bro. They got to be number 1, right? Oh, my bad. I gotta wait and see. So I'm gonna come check it out. My bad. I'm gonna come check it out. Upper echelon, you there? All right, that's cool. Hey, real
I
quick.
was checking something out. I was checking it out. I'll send it to you in a minute, bro.
Yeah, definitely send it to me, man, and definitely want to be a part of that series as well, man. Whenever you do, when you're talking about them, if you're gonna go live and have,
I'm gonna go live because I'm gonna do my betting show every Thursday or Friday, so you can put your tickets in. Well, probably every Wednesday because the first games be on Thursday, so people can get their bets in and y'all win some money. Y'all can shoot up an echelon something back. But I'm gonna give y'all a guaranteed pick every week though.
now I ain't gonna lie to you. When we talk Wednesday, Thursdays, my brother, it depends on the time. My brother Knockout Boxing, he got a great series going on right now, a debate series, upper echelon. I want to see you in the debate arena, bro. I'm
the one that started the series, bro. Ask G5 and them. I'm the one that brought it up, and they ran with it. But I ain't tripping though. OTB and stuff. We was talking about it, and I was like, it'd be great. We started debates, and then they all just ran with it. So
Hey man, I want to see you in the ring, bro. Like
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get in there, bro. You know who I want. You know who I want.
Who you want? Who you want? Let me know.
I tell you.
We'll talk about it, man. Hey, I took a L to my brother Knockout. I thought the first round was debatable. I thought I won the second round. I thought he won the third round. But at the end of the day, man, that's my brother, and just appreciate the series that he's putting on right now. We need something like that in the sport right now, as far as getting individuals to have that conversation with each other, that debate, getting in the ring, and it being respectful on both sides. People not over talking individuals, no cussing, not cussing each other out. Whether you agree or disagree with anybody's points, you know what I'm saying? You able to get yours off, you able to make your points, and your opponent is able to do the same thing. Hey man, salute the Knockout for getting in the ground, man. Go ahead.
Go check out G5's morning podcast the day before Money and old boy did it. That's when I was bringing it all out because I had did some brainstorming because me and OTB, I was telling him, since me and him always debating on every channel we go on, me and him should start us a show, just me and him debating each thing, every topic, every day.
Hey, I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna be like, hey, y'all, let me be the moderator. I want to moderate y'all when y'all start debating each other. I'm just bullshit, bro. I'm just.
Now, I was thinking about like Stephen A. and Skip, like Shannon and Skip. Since me and him always debating each other on every platform, I was like, hell, we can just debate all types of topics, everything. You can always have two different kinds on it. Hey. Have a show with two people. And that way they always have two different views on it.
Hey, if I get the opportunity, bro, hey, let me on, and I definitely want to rock with y'all on it. But if y'all got to go, I ain't mad at that either. Either way it goes, brother. I ain't mad at it.
You can get down, bro.
Okay, that's a bet, man. We'll get together and we'll try to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get this call-in thing good too, so people can call in and do what they gotta do too. I think it's Blog Talk, but I'm trying to get it together.
Okay.
Set up with the switchboards and stuff.
Man, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all look out for the brother Upper Echelon. A great boxing mind, you feel me? A great mind in general. A very brilliant brother. And much love to you, man. Much love, and definitely, whenever you're going live, hit me up. If I get a chance, bro, I'm definitely gonna rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Same way I'm gonna rock with any of my Knockout, any of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? OTB, everything boxing, Money Brown, all of y'all, man. Scotty, World Combat Sport. You know what I'm saying? I rock with all y'all, man. Blue Blood Sports TV. I rock with all of them because at the end of the day, man, it's great content being put out there, and a lot of times I can be educated on a lot of different things. So, man, Upper Echelon, appreciate you showing up and showing out tonight for me. Much love, brother. Much love.
All right, holler at you tomorrow, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Smoke. We gonna ask again. Smoke, can you hear me? Are you there? All right, Smoke. I think Smoke done with it. But real quick before y'all leave, man, Lisa Bell, salute to you, Queen. Appreciate you showing up and showing out the way you have tonight. Much love to you. Much love to you. R. West, salute to you, bro. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Philip H, appreciate you. Knockout Boxing, that's my brother. I love him to death. Even though he beat me, bro. I'm gonna concede victory for him. I'm conceding victory, and I'm gonna say he beat me. But salute to him, man. R West in the building, man. R West is that dude. R West has been rocking with me from the beginning, and me and him, we get on different shows together. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you, R West. D-Ray Promotions, man. Give me your last words. Let everybody know where they can find you, what you got going on, whatever you want to talk about, man. Go ahead, D-Ray.
Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. D-Ray and D-Ray Promotions. Check them out. Hey, but Devin Haney Promotions, man, they got to put that promotion they was going to give you on hold with you losing that debate, bro. What's happening with that?
Hey, man.
You wasn't trying to level up? Hey. You're supposed to go at that first round like everything depend on it, bro.
Bro, I thought once again, like I tell my brother Knockout, I thought that first round was very debatable. I know what the chat said. I thought I came hard in that first round. I thought it could be a clear win for me, but that ain't what the chat saw. And so because they didn't see it, hey, I'm gonna take my L and I'm gonna take it like a man. It is what it is. So, and it ain't no shame in losing to a savant like Knockout Boxing, bro. It's no shame in my opinion. And so at the end of the day, man, they said I lost, so I'm gonna take that, bro. I'm gonna take that.
Hey, well, you still ranked in the pound for pound list up there, though, right? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, just don't catch a surprise like my man Mo Hooker and get taken out by the most excited man in boxing talk or whatever, you know.
Facts, man.
Hey, bro, but you got a great show going, a great platform. And one thing I was thinking when you had just said that is that I believe, bro, that you would be a great moderator. You know what I'm saying? Because even, you know, if there's a subject or a person that you favor or whatnot, you know what I mean, you still one of the most unbiased and fair people that I've heard. So, you know what I mean? I think, bro, that really, you know, when they come to moderators and thinking about, you know, who could be a person that everybody would, you know, consider giving everybody the fairest opportunity and shot, I think you're right up there, bro. So, you know what I mean? Keep doing your thing with that. Mike Biggs, what it do, bro? Hey, but I just wanted to thank you, man. You know, and I did want to know though, man, where's that milk carton with EJ on it? He was missing in his hometown.
Can't find him. He was in
the DF Dub, bro.
Phoenix, Arizona, bro. He was in Phoenix when the shit was going down. I ain't gonna lie to you. I question it myself. I want any opportunity for Bud and Spence to be in front of each other and to talk that good boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? Talk that shit. That's what we'll say. Any chance they get, bro, you gotta capitalize on it. And I wish EJ would have capitalized on it, but the brother said he was in Phoenix. He was doing whatever. But I got the same way I was critical of Bud. I got to be critical of him as well. I got to be critical of him because it was an opportunity that was missed to promote.
You're critical of him for what, bro? For not going to the you guys fight?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, come on, man. What the hell you gonna go to the you guys fight for, bro?
Because
especially when he went to the Garcia fight and he said, "What he come to my fight for? I want to go play with the chickens and the horses and the cows and shit up on the ranch, bro."
Hey, it is what it is. But at the same time, the brother should have showed up. You know what I'm saying? EJ should have showed up in this fight. He should have showed up and showed out. But Bud should have did the same thing for the Ugas fight. I was critical of her for it. I'm gonna be critical of EJ for it. So I want to make sure I'm keeping that same energy for both fighters, bro. Even though the fight ain't happening.
I
That shit
see
ain't.
how he's trying to be so fair and balanced. I mean, even right now, he kind of cheated me a little bit, but I'm still winning, so I'm okay with it. But now check this out, though, bro.
What you got?
Do you think that the environment was conducive for them to have a uh, a conversation that could have been beneficial for moving the fight forward, or do you think it could have just turned into an insult and a melee?
I don't think it's gonna turn into a melee, but it could end up being an insult battle. But at the same time, I ain't got no problem with that either. I love the same way we saw them in front of each other. You know what I'm saying? I believe was that the Mo Hooker fight that it was in front of each other that time? That was Mo Hooker.
Yeah, but that was like Arlington or something like that. And the thing is that at that time the fight was just in its early stages, so the anticipation wasn't as hot, bro. You know what I mean? Where both Earl and Bud, turned the temperature up on the fight during that meeting. You know what I mean? It wasn't nobody around them, even the guy tried to talk a little bit and EJ said, tell him to be quiet. Well, I said, now you talking to me.
Hey.
Oh my God. Hey bro, I know you gotta go, man. I appreciate you, man.
You good, bro.
Yeah, hey, I love you, bro. You keep doing your thing, man.
One thing I want you to understand, D-Ray, man, once again, you were the first person to ever tell me, hey, you good for this sport. I appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? You told me all of that when I believe we was on KQ show. And you showed me so much love, man. So I ain't got nothing but respect for you. I ain't got nothing but love for you. And it'll always be that way, bro. It'll always be that way. I told you, the same way Knockout do me. If you ever notice Knockout, he always tell me, hey, right side, he gonna be the last one to get this shit off. The reason being is because he said, hey, I done showed him love, and he know I'm gonna show up and show out because I respect him, and I got much love for him, and I feel the same way about you, bro. Like, I got a lot of love for you, and I really appreciate you, bro. I really appreciate you.
Hey, man, that means a lot to me, bro. More than you ever know, and I take it with, real sincerity, bro, with you just saying that and, expressing that. I thank you, and I just want to say that I was right, bro, that you are good for boxing talk. You know what I mean? Because, look, since you started speaking up, man, Devin Haney was undisputed now. I mean, you know what I mean? You're going to take boxing talk to who knows, you know what I mean? What? You probably already got him lined up for the 140 undisputed. And then 2028, ain't no telling what's going to happen, right?
Hey, ain't nobody going to want no smoke with that man in 2028, bro. They ain't going to want no smoke. They already don't want to smoke with Dev. And they'll tell me that he ain't got no power. But damn it, what do? He go in the ring and he get the shit done. So look, Haney, man, much love.
And see, and that's the thing though. Just like the guy was talking about with I believe it was Ortiz, right? That or actually I think it was Mo Hooker that they were talking about coming forward, but not landing real hard. So if he's not. The thing is, right, is that with Dev, as long as he can get your respect, you're going to be in trouble. You know what I mean? You have to go in there and not be able to give him, respect. And pretty much, you might have to take 3 to deliver 1. You know what I mean? So you better make sure that it's the right one, baby, because if not, that's a 10-9 round for Dev, bro.
Hey, if you can't hurt him, you know what I'm saying? You in for a long battle, bro. You in for a long battle, but man, Dev is that dude. People, they keep telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. But when I first hopped on and started talking about Dev, you feel me? And matter of fact, when I first hopped on panels, I ain't even bring up my favorite fighter. Didn't bring him up. And they was like, man, who is your favorite fighter? And I was like, Devin Haney. And then, the undisputed shit happened. And now we got Devin Haney once again going to defend the undisputed title. We ain't never seen individual at 35 defend undisputed. Well, first off, we ain't never seen a true undisputed champion at 35.
Right.
Let alone go and defend it. And that's what Dev's gonna do. He's gonna defend it. He's gonna be successful in defending it. And when it all comes out in the wash, bro, like, hey, Dev, he definitely doing his thing, man. He doing his thing. So much love to Devin Haney. Much love.
Hey, bro, but hey, real quick, I want to ask you a question, though, right?
Yes, sir.
Which one do you think is more valuable? The friendship, what was it? The franchise championship that Lomo and Tio and George got, or the undisputed championship that Devin Haney got?
Hey, look, it's crazy. It's crazy because what Tio told you. Tio said, Mr. Suleiman, well, not Tio Senior said this. Mr. Suleiman told us we undisputed. But we all knew they weren't undisputed. We all knew that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And so at the end of the day, what Devin has done is hey, and I gotta say this, bro. I gotta say this. Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, stop the bullshit, bro. Stop bullshitting. Stop capping out here, because you want to sit here and say because you were never undisputed. Undisputed really don't mean nothing. But
Right.
what are they pushing for now? They pushing for undisputed. We done seen more undisputed fights in this year. You know what I'm saying? Charlo, Dev, even when we go to women boxing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Franchise Cruz. Man, come on, man. Come on. Who said?
And that's the thing, though, bro. And I apologize.
You good?
And I don't mean to cut you off, but you brought up such a great point, bro. Is that it's one thing for Floyd to, my words, nobody else, but to disrespect and to devalue undisputed for him, right? For his legacy. But it's another thing for him to advise a young fighter and telling him that it don't mean that, you know what I'm saying? I just think, bro, that that's a bad look for him and for boxing, really. And the thing is if the belts don't mean what they should mean, then you got to let us know how we can affect the change with the sanctioning bodies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, just don't tell us, it ain't this or it is that, and then you give us no information on how to make it better. You know what I mean? So, I'm just, and I apologize, man, but you just talking about Floyd. I'm just like, bro, like you said, you never was undisputed. You never tried to get to be undisputed. And but that's the thing, though, bro, is you have to make sacrifices to be undisputed, bro. You can't be, like, okay, there is a Canelo out there. Canelo could be as greedy as he wanted to, and he could still be undisputed. But the rest of them, okay, AJ, you know what I mean? But, bro, I'm just saying that, look, Devin sacrificed a lot. In my opinion, Bud and Ndongo has sacrificed a lot. You know what I'm saying? And even Josh Taylor, bro, that he had sacrificed a lot. You know what I mean? So the only thing I'm just trying to say is that it's one thing to try to be the superstar outside the ring, but to be inside in the middle of the ring and to hold those belts up. Ask Devin, has he ever felt anything close to that when it comes to boxing, bro? And I'm just like, I just don't know. So I'm just saying all that to say, man, can't nobody devalue Devin Haney because he undisputed. And anybody who devalue him, they have not been undisputed. So you can't devalue something you ain't been yet, bro. Go ahead, though, man. My bad.
Let me ask you a question, D-Ray. Let me ask you a question. So we hear, and from the beginning, they told us, you got the 4 kings at the 35 division. You know what I'm saying? When they called out the 4 kings, they were talking about Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Tank Davis, right? Those were the names originally they were calling the four kings in the division, right?
Right.
And then Tio got his ass whooped by
George.
Cambosis, and he moved up. Now Dev go beat the shit out of and didn't even make the shit wasn't even close. He went and beat the dog shit out of Cambosis. Now they say it's four kings in the division. Is Lomachenko, is Devin Haney, is Ryan Garcia, and is Tank Davis.
They didn't have no Devin nowhere in there now, huh?
No, Dev there. He there. But this is the problem. So all of a sudden, you want to say it's four kings, but only one king got all the titles. Only one of them got all the titles, but you're not talking about that. Now it becomes, oh well, it's a bigger fight with Tio, not Tio, excuse me, with Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis because they put asses in seats. So now, when does it come to a point that we stop sitting here and changing the narrative? When are we gonna stick to the narrative? Because Dev has put structure in the division. The structure is if you don't beat Devin Haney, you ain't shit at 35 because regardless if you want to tell me you putting asses in seats, I understand it. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at it at all. But what I will say is damn it, if he got all the belts, how all of a sudden did the belts become contraband and nobody don't want belts no more? Because this young individual at 23 years old got all the belts and now nobody don't want the belts. Make it make sense.
And check it out though, bro, is that like you said, at 23, he's passed up like 95% of the boxers, you know. He is definitely on a short list with pound for pound, bro. And he has still upside to go, you know what I mean? So he can only get better now, you know, of course, he could stand in a, have a loss or two somewhere, you know what I mean? Because he got a long career to go, bro. And he's a person that challenges himself, and he only looking for the best fights, you know what I mean? So he's going to get some tough fights, and there's already people saying, well, we got this guy waiting for him and that guy and this guy, you know what I mean? So they already trying to line up, tough fights for him. But the thing that I really, am impressed with him by is that not only does he have the athleticism to put himself in position to be a champion, but he has the smarts and the business savvy to put himself in position to be undisputed, and for me, that just puts him in a whole new league, man, because I don't care, like you said, with butts and seats and pay-per-view sales, bro. Some people watch boxing for that, you know what I mean? That is their thing. For me, I like to see the skills that are displayed in the ring, you know what I mean? I like to see the blessings that boxing have provided for you. How do you bless other people with that? You know what I mean? That's what I'm about, you know what I mean? For me, it ain't what kind of ice you got or what kind of whip you got, or, you know what I mean? I want to see, are you like a true champion? You know what I mean? And a true champion, bro, is somebody who they can be champ and they can be called out by somebody who they'll be an underdog against, and they'll still take the fight, bro, just because they have to know. You know what I'm saying? They don't want no questions about anything that they've done. You know what I mean? So, like I said, man, anytime, bro, that they say something about somebody in Devin's weight class, though, and it ain't involving Devin, I would just always come back with that's the undisputed dream right there, though, bro. You know what I mean? So, whatever else you talking, and it's not undisputed, and it ain't the dream, so it can't be real. But go ahead, bro.
And it's crazy. It's crazy because I got to sit here and argue now. Right?
That's the crazy part right there, is that now you have to argue.
You got to argue because the man is undisputed, right?
Right.
to argue why. Well, these other no, it's a bigger fight with Ryan and Tank.
Hey, right side. Just wait till they tell you it don't mean what he did at 135. Then I want to hear what you gotta say.
Yeah, you know I'm gonna be livid. You know I'm gonna be livid. Go ahead. And it seems like as long as your favorite fighter ain't the undisputed champion, you can move the goalposts wherever you want to move the goalposts.
Right. And see, bro, and that's the thing, though. I just want to say real quick is that we know how corrupt boxing is. Everybody understands, dude, there's bad decisions, bad everything, right? But when you get an undisputed champion who leaves no doubt, at that one moment, you're like, okay, we believe that this guy is 90% the best dude at that weight. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, if he defends it, then, you know, those percentages only go up. So when you do have an undisputed champion, you know, that kind of helps boxing clean up a little bit. But when you have the people, like you're saying, when you have an undisputed champion and nobody wants to respect them, bro, I mean, what are you teaching the next generation to fight for? You know what I mean? They just want to be boxing for the bag, bro.
If the shit keeps moving the way it's moving right now, what's going to end up being said is belts mean nothing, even though they'll tell us that now. And they only tell us this in certain divisions. You ain't never heard nobody say, you know what I'm saying, belts don't mean nothing at 47. We ain't never heard that. We ain't never heard nobody say, and matter of fact, what they told Bud, they say, go get a belt. Because belt means something. And all of a sudden, when an individual collect all the belts, now all of a sudden they don't mean nothing. No.
And check it out, bro. And that's the thing too with Bud. Like, I just want to say this real quick, is that what you said? They didn't say go get the IBF, go get the WBA, go get the WBC, go get WBO. They didn't put it in the order. They just said go get one.
Go get one.
And that's good enough.
Because it means something. It means something. And
that's the thing, though, bro. And I just want to say this real quick because people love saying EJ bring 3 belts to the ring. And I agree with you on that. But my point is that when he leaves the ring, though, he will have 6 belts.
Hold on, D-Ray.
Doubling up. Go ahead, though, bro.
Hold on, D-Ray. Don't rush your point, bro. Don't rush it. You feel me? Get it off. Get it all the way off. And the reason I say it is because me and you, we have very similar mindsets. We don't agree on everything, but we think very similar to each other. And when you put these points out there, bro, niggas need to be out here and listening to that shit, bro. They need to be listening to that shit. Go get a belt.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, though, bro. As long as you have the platform where it can be talked about and debated, questioned, you know what I mean? Hey, I think, bro, that the rest is gonna, you know, do whatever it do. You know, you always have a star-studded panel. You have a star-studded chat. You know what I mean? Every time you say any one of them name, bro, I'm just like, man, this is the spot, bro. So, you know, just keep doing your thing, man. And I know I held you a little bit longer. But I was trying to push you to 3 hours, man. I almost got you there too, though, bro.
Hey, D-Ray, because of you, I'll let you go for the next 7 minutes.
Y'all in trouble now. I'm gonna start singing to him. Look.
Hey, KQKC, KQ, that's the only one who can sing out here now. He the only. And that's super. I can't do it like him, man. I can't do it like him. Man, salute to my brother KQKC, man.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, bro, but I was gonna tell you too, though. We got 2 of our running backs, bro, are from Georgia. So you know what I mean. They're trying to see if one of them can be first, second, or third string. Right now, the running backs, man. So you know, like I always tell you, keep sending them Georgia players up to Nebraska. Go ahead, bro.
We talking about the Cornhuskers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got a kid. I'm not sure about what the school is, but I know one of them was, and I want to say, I think one of them is Anthony Grant or something like that, and he had went somewhere in the SEC, but then he had went to a junior college, and now he's coming to the Huskers. But then another kid, Irvin, was his name, and he was a freshman last year, bro. He was
I know Irvin.
starting. Yeah, and see, and these kids, bro, but they went to the same high school. So the other guy was the running back before Irvin was the running back. But go ahead.
Now, I was just gonna say, hey, well, if you want good running backs, you're gonna come to Georgia. Between Georgia and I got to give respect to Texas. Between Georgia, Florida, and Texas, you know what I'm saying? Alabama as well. I give Alabama their respect. That's where you're gonna find the best, the best footballers. You know what I'm saying? The footballers. Not saying that they playing soccer, but they're the best individuals in the sport of football. That's where you go to find them, man. Georgia, Florida, and Texas. If you're not looking in those states, and like I said, Alabama, we're going to give them credit. We'll give Louisiana credit as well. But at the same time, if you're not talking about those states, bro, you ain't got your team ain't going to be too much of nothing, because this is where the damn sports go down at, especially football.
Right, and that's the thing, though. If you go off of like per capita or something like that, Georgia is always in the top 3 in the NFL players that went to high school in Georgia.
Yes, sir.
I think it's like what, Georgia, Florida, and Texas, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the cream of the crop. Matter of fact, when Georgia Bulldogs, when they recruit, I know when I watch them recruit, yeah, they may go to the Arizona once or twice to grab a prospect, but these are where they getting their prospects from. The Heartline, Georgia, then they go into Florida, and then they go into Texas. Those are where most of the prospects for Georgia come from. Why?
Yeah. And that's the thing, though, bro, that shocked me so much, that now this quarterback they had, because now he what was he, a walk-on or something like that, and then he left, and then they had him come back and they won a championship.
Bennett,
like incredible.
Bennett, he walked on, then he didn't get cut, but he wasn't gonna play, so he went to a JUCO in Alabama. I believe it was Jones County, something like that, Jones County or some shit. He went to that, and then he came back to Georgia, and he didn't play the next year either. But the year after that, the nigga won the national championship, and he coming back as the starting quarterback this coming year. And the man is only 5'10", 5'11". You know, quarterbacks are usually 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", somewhere in there. They can see over the line and they can deliver the ball. This brother he doing that same job with a smaller statue. And so, hey, man, salute to Bennett, man. Salute to him. I'm proud of his story, because it shows that if you work hard enough, you can show up and show out regardless of where you at, bro. You can show up and show out there.
Right, but they had a boy from where was he at? He ended up at Ohio, right?
Who?
Quarterback man played for the Bears. Number 1 for the Bears. What's his name?
Justin Fields. Justin Fields.
Yeah, because he was at Georgia, right?
He was.
And they just let him go.
Well, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm biased. I'm biased in that situation. The reason I'm biased is because he lost the job to Jake Fromm, and Jake Fromm is with Jake Fromm. Fromm is with the Buffalo Bills right now. He's the backup for the Buffalo Bills, but Fromm is from Warner Robins, Georgia, and so I was biased in that situation because I'm from Warner Robins, so I'm biased. But at the same time, yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Justin Fields was better than Jake Fromm. I agree with that.
Okay, that's all I'm trying to say is make it make sense, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, hey, whenever I can tell you I'm biased. I can tell you that. Ain't got no problem being biased. Same way with Devin. I'm biased. I'm biased with Devin.
That's why I just don't understand how you lost that debate when you had everything on your side. Now I know it was a road game, right? So I know that the judges was going against you, but I just thought that you knew what you was going in there for. I was kind of looking for you to pull the upset, bro. I can't lie. I'm kind of, that's why you see. I said, is y'all doing a rematch? I'm like, I
Hey,
ain't got enough yet, bro.
this is how I know it was. And like I said, I thought the first round, I thought it was a debatable round. I thought it was close. I think the chat had it. I don't know. They had me losing 3-1, damn near 3-1.
Okay.
The round that my brother Knockout would tell you I won, they had me losing that round. Hey, but at the same time, it wasn't necessarily about winning for me, man. It was going in with Knockout. I always say Knockout is a savant in the sport of boxing, and for me to be under the platform with them to debate with them, it lets me know that I guarantee the majority of these individuals who want to talk boxing, the majority, I will cook you. And the only reason is if I can go into a situation where they said, like I said, 3-1, so I'm gonna say 33-67 knockout for the first round. I thought it was close. Knockout gave me the win. He said, "Hey, you washed my ass in the second round." They still gave it the knockout. And the third round, I ain't gonna lie to you. The third round, I kind of gave. I'll be honest. I was disheartened by the scores that were being given out, and so I kind of left some shit that I wanted to get into, but I just didn't feel like it was worth getting into because.
Hey, I'm glad Devin Haney don't feel like that. He got better leave it in the ring, bro.
Yeah. Now,
but listen, I just want to say though, you hear how you start talking when that 3-hour mark click.
See,
that's the right side I want him to hear. He said he'll cook y'all. Hey, bro, but here's the thing I wanted to say is that I think though, bro, that you guys are set a standard though, bro, because I believe it's going to be one of the most respectful debates that we had, and that's the thing that I want to see is two classy brothers go up there and push the sport forward. But go ahead, bro.
Real quick, just salute to my brother and R West. That's my brother. Me and R West, he done been on the panel with me before, with me and you both, I believe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. R West is fam.
Me and him, we done been in other individuals panels. We ain't calling no names. But we done been in other panels together as well. And the brother was like, "Hey, the chat was pulling for Tank." You know what I'm saying? Right? I was fighting an uphill battle. I agree with that. And last thing is that's when I questioned whether the chat was actually listening. And this is the thing.
They had their cards already filled out. Huh? They turned their ballots in early.
Knockout Boxing 86 TV is a savant in this sport, bro. He is a savant. I got much love for him. One of the reasons I got love for him is because the brilliance that he comes with. And the way, and if you ever notice, whenever I jump on this show, I always got to say, bro, like, I know Knockout is coming with the facts. He's watched the sport. He studied it the same way I feel I study it. You know what I'm saying? So when we get into a debate, I ain't got no problem debating them. But at the same time, I think the chat had it. If Knockout gonna tell me that I watched his ass in a round and they had that shit, I believe it was 52-48 for Knockout. If you tell me I watched him and I know I won that round clearly, I gotta question the other rounds as well. Goddamn it! I gotta question everything.
Yeah, but it's no different. And that's the thing, though, bro, is that I'm gonna go back and watch it, and I hope everybody can go back and watch it. And like you said, bro, it ain't about the win or the loss; it's about the content that you guys put up. But like you said, if he's saying that you won and they still got you losing, you got to calculate that into the other rounds too. So you might have got a split decision, and you know, if you got one, when I jump back on your panel on Sunday, I'll let everybody know that for sure.
Well, we plan. We will definitely
be. Hey, and real quick, I know what I wanted to say too, though. Who did Knockout predict was gonna win, Blair Cobb or Mo Hooker? Do you remember?
I don't. And so because my debate was coming up at that time, I was doing a few other things to make sure I was gonna be free and didn't have anything to worry about. So I did not hear who he picked to win that fight. But I'll definitely reach out and see who he picked to win that fight. I'll definitely reach out.
All right, man. Hey, I'm gonna let you go to sleep, man, so you can have a productive week, bro. But I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Everybody subscribe, like, and share on all the platforms. Stay blessed, chat fam.
Salute to D-Ray Promotions, man. Much love, bro. Much love. Hey, man, this was Dub Right Side. Appreciate everybody who came through tonight, who showed love. I ain't got nothing but love for all of y'all, man. And R West, D-Ray Promotions, Knockout Boxing, KQKC, whoever it was who showed up. Appreciate y'all, man. Much love, and I'm out for the night.